Okay, can I focus? Good gracious.
Good morning. Good
Mercury
morning.
retrograde. Hello, 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 hello.
Oh Lord, I was playing with the new the new the video clips that do the time thing, but I thought they would let me redo it. So now we're live. Sorry.
It did. It was doing a countdown.
Yeah, but I thought it would renew if until I hit something, but it didn't. So,
Oh.
good morning, Shauna. How are you?
Ah, I am awesome. Let me turn up because I can't hear. There we
Is it
go.
my volume? Is my volume
No, no,
okay?
no. It was me. It was me. It
Oh,
was
okay.
me. It was me. I promise it was me. Okay. Oh my gosh. I thought it was like gonna be smooth today and everything. Nope. Nope. We had to try it.
Oops, there it is.
Uh
Oops,
oh.
there it is.
Yes. How are you this morning?
I am good. I'm good. It was a long, crazy night last night, but it was good. It was good.
Oh, okay.
We hit a point there for a few times that it was I don't know, the energy at one point the energy just kind of like went and it's like, oh man. And then somebody talked about John. Somebody said something, and then Angie said something about a John. And I'm like, a John, what? And we're like, and then and she's like, yeah, and I'm like, oh, well, you talking about Johns? And then she caught it, and she's like, oh, okay. And then like that turned off into a whole different direction. It
Oh
was
my
crazy.
gosh. Oh
So
my gosh.
yeah, it was kind of funny.
I heard her say something about some big hands because she like big hands, not small hands.
Oh yeah, she was talking about little things. She said, "Little things please me. Little things make me happy." And I said, "I hope
Yeah.
not in every way." And she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh," and she goes, "No, I still like big hands." And I'm like, big gloves too." So,
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Uh, that was hilarious. Like when I first came out here this morning, um, and set everything up, my phone was it had the Wi-Fi, all of that, and then I looked down. I was like, why is it saying 5G? If I stand in the house, the Wi-Fi comes back onto my phone. But if I stand right here, the Wi-Fi is not working on my phone, but on my laptop. I don't get it.
What?
Ain't it crazy? I don't know. I don't know.
Technology, I'm telling you, sometimes technology,
Man.
it's lovely when it works, but when it doesn't, or when it works weird, it's like, okay, what?
Yes. 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 I'm like, what, everyone? And then on top of that, I was like, why is it not letting me pair up all that good stuff? And then finally, he was like, you got to click out and come back in or something. So I had to shut down the darn computer. Well, restart it, really.
Exactly. Well, good morning to Peaches, Yuka, Star, Jam, Guppreet, Roseflower, I Speak My Truth, Latoya, and Brenda. Good morning to everyone.
Yes.
Good
Hello,
morning, good morning, good morning.
everyone.
Yes, it is weird with Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi sometimes can be your friend and your
I know.
enemy at the same time.
It doesn't I don't get it. So I mean they're Apple products and I have the iPhone right here, which is saying 5G. And I have the Mac Air and it's saying Wi-Fi. So I'm just like, okay, what in the world?
Exactly.
Oh,
Guppreet said, "Good morning. It is night where she is." So you're in India,
yes.
Guppreet? Is that
Good
where you are,
evening.
or Pakistan?
India, I believe.
India. Hmm.
Mhm. Grand Rising, Miss
Yes.
Latoya.
And I see
No.
you spell with a Toiya.
Yeah.
So it's,
Look.
I think it's still
Tony.
Toya. Latoya.
Oh, okay.
Latoya.
Yeah.
Hey, Liz, good morning to you. Good morning to you. If you haven't had your meeting yet, I hope it goes well with you this morning. We need a full report.
Liz. Yes.
Yes, everybody I mentioned when I read down that, I was reading the list, by the way. So as you popped in, I wrote your name down. So when I say good morning to all of you, I was reading from the
It's
list that I
already
already
written
created.
down. You're on the list.
Exactly, exactly. So I speak my truth. What we're gonna do is that when your turn is on the list or your turn is next, I usually tell people this person's up, this person's next. At that time, if you're still here, then that's when you put in your question. She said you said it right. That's good. Latoya was saying you said it
Good.
right.
Because
Exactly.
child, me and names.
Like you ain't the only one.
Y'all see
Absolutely.
one day. I try. But y'all
Yes,
be hitting
indeed.
me with that. Like, what in the world? And I have a bird that is just
I hear it.
singing butt off right here, I believe.
Yeah. At least it's not one of those ones that make the gawking sound. That's a
I
pretty
know.
sound that it's making. It's like that's kind of nice, you know.
Right.
That's one you want
Right.
for a ringtone or something.
Right. Like, okay, I take you. I mean, but they just talking and singing
Yes,
all at the
indeed.
same time.
Yes. What's the temperature there?
I believe already 80 something.
Are you in the hundreds now or no?
Not yet. Oh, well, let's see. It's 89 right now. The highest it will be today. Oh, well, it's 85. The highest will be 89. I won't be in the. Oh man, it's supposed to be raining all week. Well, you know how Florida rain is. It says it's raining and then it doesn't in our area. But it's all in the 90s. So, boy, I'm going to keep my curls. I'm not straightening my hair. Nope.
Yeah,
No.
that's a losing battle, I think.
Yes.
That
Yes.
humidity will tear that hair up.
Right. And on top of that, I'm trying to find a braider, like a nice braider, because, you know, I'm a little picky. 'Cause I love my edges and I don't need to have a 5 head. I need to keep, you know, my forehead is already big. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's too funny.
I don't need it all the way back.
Oh my
So,
goodness, my
yeah.
goodness. Well, here it's already in the hundreds, and so it's going to be there.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
so
my
we're
gosh.
in the low ones. We're like between 103 and 106 every day.
Oh
So,
man,
but we don't have the humidity.
I saw hubby took a picture by the pool, and I was like, "Is it
Mhm.
pool time already out
It's
there?"
pool time. It's pool time. Yeah. Yeah, we had to empty the pool because they needed to do some acid wash, and also we had there was a high level of something or other that was building up in the water, and it hadn't been emptied in a while. So we emptied the pool. It took 2 days to pump all that water out of there, and then once
What?
they cleaned it and did all the getting rid of all the white and all the chemical and getting the back to on the tiles back to clean, we filled it up. It took us 7 days with the
To
hose
fill
to
that
fill
thing
that
back
pool back
up?
up. Yeah, 7 days. We went to California for 3 of those days and came with it
Uh,
on and came back, and it still ran for 3 more days.
oh my gosh!
Yeah,
Oh,
that
y'all gonna
pool
have a
is
nice
massive.
water bill for
Yeah.
that time.
Well, the good part is in the city of Scottsdale, you fill a form out and send it and let them know that you filled a pool. And
Hmm.
then they take that in adjustment because you pay water usage based on, but those are like the one time incidentals. And so they adjust it for that. So where it doesn't ding you
Oh,
long term. Because
only
yeah,
Scottsdale.
that's a hell of a lot of water.
Only Scott. That's a nice incentive, Scottsdale.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of localities in other parts of the country, in other parts of even the state probably, where they will bring in the fire truck. You can hire the fire truck to come in, and the fire truck will pump the water into the pools.
Oh
And because
wow!
it takes the relief off of the city and so forth. But here in Scottsdale, they'd be busy all the time. So
I know.
that
I
would
bet.
because
I
everybody out here
bet.
has a pool. It's like if you don't have a pool, it's there's very few houses in Scottsdale without a pool. It's just
Yeah.
it's Arizona. You need a pool.
Just like here, I think every other house here has a pool. Even though they just had to drain the clubhouse pool because a duck flew by and did his thing in the pool, and they drained the pool. They drained the pool for that. I was like, darn it, I just got here and I wanted to go to the pool. We got that email. I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll wait for a couple days because that means the chlorine is very strong right now in that pool.
It'll burn you probably.
Right. I'll be light skinned, super light skinned coming back like so, but everybody, I mean, of course, you got to be approved and all of that for the pools out here. And they was asking us if we wanted to get a pool, and I'm like, I don't want a skinny pool. I want a big ass pool. So, I don't want to do laps. I want to sit and be in a, I want to float. I want to get on a floaty and float.
Exactly.
So, we're just going to extend the lanai a little bit so it can have more a little bit sunlight, but I doubt if it's going to be a bunch of sunlight where I'm sitting at right now. Yeah. But I still would want the extension just a little bit longer. But yeah, in Naples, they have the trucks to come in, the big water trucks to come in and do their water.
Yep. That makes sense. It's funny here because here, good morning, Creating Balance. Good morning, Shell. Good morning, Divinely Guided.
Yes, hello. Good morning, Great Rice.
They have these. They call them spools. They call them spools because there's like these small little pools. They're like wading. They're not even pools, but they're like ponds in the backyard.
Yeah.
They call them pools, so they can say, "Look, we have a pool." It's like you don't have a pool.
No.
You have a water fountain. Give me a break.
You got a water fountain that you just happen to just sit in.
Exactly. Even the ducks won't go in the damn thing. It tells you how good it is.
Oh, you got a bird bath. That's exactly.
Oh, geez, the water.
That is not a pool. A pool for me is like what, 5 feet. You know what I mean? Like 5 feet and then low. I mean, if I feel like, because Kenny freaks out when it comes to the 8 feet. He be going to the edge, and I'm just like, it's okay, babe. You ain't gonna drown. I got you. I mean, you can swim underwater, but I got you. He said, "Nah, I don't trust that."
Well, I know with
y'all's is 8 feet, right? You have 8 feet, right?
Oh no, it's 10. It's over 10.
10, child. Yeah, that's why I float over that side. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the floaty is nice to go onto that side.
Exactly. Yeah, when it was empty, I went down in there, and I stood at the bottom of the pool at the deepest part where the diving board is, put my hand up, and even with my hand up, I couldn't touch the tiles that are the
my god,
4 rows of tiles that are around the top. I couldn't even touch it. So I'm like, that's deep. So
yeah.
So it's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's a deep pool.
Yeah, is it?
Of course, it gets shallow at one point, which is nice. But
But just to see that, that is pretty amazing with no water in it, and you're like, okay, let's put the water back in because this is a little freakish. This is like a horror movie.
Yeah, it concerned me too because it's getting warm out here, and I'm like, that pool can't stay empty. That plaster will get damaged by the sun, the heat of the sunlight.
Right.
So that was my concern. It's like, damn, I hope we don't, break something or mess something up.
Right. Absolutely.
Here is Let me see if I can turn it sideways.
Oh my gosh.
See?
Yeah.
And then this is where you walk out of the pool.
Yep. Oh my gracious!
That's where the little stools are, where you sit at the bar.
Oh my god! You can see everything now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it needed a major just a cleaning and redo. Oh, and this is a cool picture too.
That's all the way at the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, so, and that's where they were still pumping.
It has to be like really cool and a nice refreshing to get it all clean and all of that.
Yep. So,
Child, as long as you don't get drunk and then go out there and talk about, what, I feel like going swimming, and it was nothing.
That would have been too funny. That's like a cartoon right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like, hey, while it's empty, do we have any friends we don't need to be friends with anymore?
Right, like who we don't like.
Get them drunk and invite them to take a swim. Take a dive off the diving board. Wow, your water is very clear. Yeah, it is. It's clear. Yeah.
It's so clear. It's so clear. You feel it? Just jump.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. Well, last night it was crazy. Again, great energy initially, and then it kind of hits a few spots, but it was good. But it was long. By the time it was over, it was ready to be over. I can tell you. So we are not making a mistake today. We have cut the list. The list will be 15 people. And the last person that made that number was a long way up. So
a long way up.
You made the cut off. And so with that said, Peaches, you are first. And I think Peaches already posted her question.
Just posted the question.
Yep. What do I need to do to sort things with Pisces for a potential committed future? We communicate, but after the past, his actions are stagnant toward me. Peaches. Move on.
Right.
Move on. The energy's gone. That opportunity it needs to be left in the past. I don't see that. I see nothing there. I hate to give you bad news, but unfortunately, I don't see something happening there. What do you see? What are you picking up?
Well, the card that popped out as soon as I was shuffling is a page of of Pentacles. So that's definitely telling you of some fresh new energy is coming through. And it is not with this person that you are trying to sort some stuff out with. This is going to be something brand new, but it's going to be like, I feel like it's going to be more young based, like just not, not immature, but just that young energy that everyone needs to get their energy back together. You know what I mean? It's just like your inner self. But I just see newness coming through, fresh newness coming through for you.
Which is positive. It's a positive newness.
Yes, that's a
Embrace it.
positive thing. Yes,
Yep, yep.
yes.
Yep. Absolutely. Jam, you are number 4. So yes, you can have a specific love reading, love message, whatever. But first we have Uka, and then we have Star. So Uka and Star, let us know what your questions are. So it's Uka, Star, Jam, and Gurpreet in that order. If you are
In
still
that
here,
order.
let's see that those questions. Give it to us.
Give it to me, baby. Well, that's Rick James.
Star is general for the week. And so while Yuka is working on her question, probably, let's go with Star.
Star, do you know, child, you in spirit, but when they want to talk to you, they talk to you and they just be throwing these cards out for you, honey. So we're doing Star right now.
Yeah, Latoya, you're number 6 on the list. We've already done Peaches, so you're 5 to go.
Okay. You got the Page of Swords, Miss Star. First thing coming out, you are definitely on top of your game right now. You are ready for whatever that's going to come your way. You are literally you are ready. I keep hearing you are ready now. You are ready to cut through whatever confusion, whatever it is that is maybe that felt like it was an obstacle to you. You are definitely on top of it. You are like on top of your game because of the things that you are doing. And that's really, really good. You have the Emperor card that comes up. I feel like this is things that's coming into balance for you as far as in structure, but also success coming your way and building this strong ass foundation that you are literally doing right now, which is really, really amazing. I feel also that this could be you taking action. You're not waiting around anymore. You are being about that action and making things happen right now. Like you are starting to work and you're starting to feel your passion. I hear the word passion, like working in your passion, like working towards your passion right now. You have the Page of Cups here. Also, the Page of Cups is news of doing something that you absolutely love doing and being creative at that, but bringing it to the table. You listening to your intuition, you allowing things to flow how they need to flow, and you were just like, all right, I'm about to be doing something that I absolutely love to do, and the door is opening for you. You have the Six of Cups here. The Six of Cups could be a memory of something that brought you happiness, and bringing your trust back into doing what you absolutely love to do. I feel like the spirit is giving you an opportunity to really tap into your inner self, like your inner child self, to make your inner child happy now, and it's bringing you real good joy. Seven of Swords. You are leaving things behind that is no longer serving you. You're not even paying attention to what you left behind. You are taking what you are taking, the lessons that you have learned, and you are ready now to move forward. And look, this is in the position of moving. Let me go this way. Let me go that way. Wait a minute. This way. Where's my finger? This way. This way. There you go. You won't go.
Which one, Shawna? Which one?
You're not looking back anyway. I'm like, doggone it, if I can't get my fingers together.
I was like, it's on your hand.
Right. Right. I'm like, wait, part. This is the first part is saying I'm ready. This is saying I am ready to close the chapter. I am ready to leave this alone. And I am ready to go on this journey with the 8 of Cups. This is super good energy. And this is energy of saying, with this 8 of Cups being here, look, I do this alone. And this is no problem. I mean, I am ready for this journey. And you are ready to pack up and take what you have learned and just get on the move of it. And it is about that action. It is about you learning your foundation and having stability for yourself. And that's really, really, really amazing of how positive this is as far as in you working in what you absolutely love to do and bringing that to the table. I got called to pull a card, message card for you. Messages from the guy. Give without expectations. Okay. Well, expectation. So this is definitely you giving yourself, you putting yourself in a better position of, look, I am no longer dealing with other people's stuff. I'm dealing with my stuff, and I'm going to do what's best for me. And time in, I'm going to give that love. I'm going to give that all that to yourself. And you giving it like it's second nature to you. I mean, it's like you really coming back to who you truly are. I got a lot of beeping going on. Let me turn all of this off. So that's what I have for you, Miss Star, my love.
Well, hopefully, Star, that helped you. Some good stuff in there. Hello to Angie, Pumpkin,
Angie,
Poppy,
hey.
Kashish, Mina, CJ, Rufina, Stefan, and Nell. Lord have mercy. People popping in. Nice to see all of you. Nice to see all of you. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Hello,
don't forget,
Stefan.
Absolutely. Yes. Don't forget, we are on Wednesday evenings between 6 p.m. West Coast, 9 p.m. East Coast, and then back Thursday mornings here during these hours. And then Shawna does a tea time on Monday. And so if you'd missed this day, do one of those days. And Shawna, what time is your tea time starting again? Remind us.
10 a.m. 10 a.m. the same.
So that's 7 our time.
Eastern Standard Time. Mm-hmm.
7 our time. Yeah, so 7 a.m. West Coast, 10 a.m. East Coast. So again, if you didn't get on the list today, make sure you hook up with Shawna on Monday for tea time, and then also what is the other one? Oh yes, and Wednesdays for
Oh child! Did you see what just came up? First one of the day. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Old Testament, boy, I tell you.
Lord have mercy. Nothing better to do today. Anyway, so again, don't forget.
Yes, don't forget, because boy, yeah. It's the bomb on all of them.
Bomb.com, right?
Yes, the bomb.com.
Absolutely. And anybody is interested in learning if they have, and you all have, so I shouldn't say it that way, learning to develop and to embrace and to practice your psychic abilities. We have a class on Tuesday night that is free. Let me say that, free, Free.
Free.com.
Absolutely. And it's a Zoom class. So you have to, if you're interested, send me an email at the email right below my name there. And let me know you want to be added. And I will send you a Zoom link so you can join the class. Again, everybody's welcome. All levels are, there's no difference for anybody. So whether you're really experienced or have very little experience or no experience, everybody's welcome, because we're all learning and growing, and that's part of it. It's a non-judgmental, wonderful, embracing community that helps us all to just practice and grow. So if you're wanting to do it and you haven't done it yet, join us. Free on Tuesday nights. Send me an email request. With that said, next up is Yuka, and Yuka did have something here, and Yuka's question is just on there. I want to know, who are my angels and spirit guides? What psychic gift do I have? Uka, join us on Tuesdays. I sent you an email, by the way, Uka, to join us on Tuesday, and you didn't make it, but join us on Tuesdays. and you can explore that in other questions, because I really think that the best answer is you coming to the understanding of who your angels are, who your spirit guides are. So that journey is something that's very private. So we can sit here and kind of give you stuff, but the reality is the best way to tap that is to learn how to tap it yourself, and to open up those pathways so that conversation is a two-way street between you and them. So anyway, with that said, next up, so Yuka, I think we're going to pass on your question for that reason. And that takes us to, unless you want to ask another question, Yuka. If you want to ask another question, we can do that.
Did. What's coming up for me? Spirituality. I'm coming up for me spiritually. Spirituality. Oh my gosh, spiritually.
Again, Uka, that I get where you're headed, but the point is that you really, again, tap in, come to class, and we will teach you and help you to understand what, again, when you're saying what's coming up for you spiritually, again, that's a question, a comment, a conversation to have with the spirits and the higher beings, and we can direct you toward that. So again, leave that for the class, and let you and your spirit have that connection to have that conversation. I don't think we're the people to do that. We can do it, but it's not our job, in the sense that for the best answers, you need to reach out and find that. So I'm going to leave it
real quick. The when is automatically when she said that, I felt this the Page of Swords came out, and it's saying, spirit is definitely saying you are ready. It's ready. You are ready to take that leap of knowledge, and in order to do that, you need to surround yourself and go into come to class and develop this, because this is what the card, if you want to see a vision of a card that came up, the Page of Swords came up for you, and this speaks with news of knowledge coming in and saying that you are ready for this.
Exactly.
Be ready to learn, and you are ready to learn. You asking the right questions, so it takes you. The answers are within you, my love. So I mean, and to develop. And that was a loud one right there. What spirit with the bird coming through? I thought it was about to come in here with me. But it is speaking of saying, let down that wall to be ready to learn with this knowledge. And then that's it. I mean, that's just straight to the point with that. Love.
Jam and Gurpreet, you guys are who are next in that order. If you're still here, post your question, Jam and Gurpreet. After Jam and Gurpreet, it's Rose Flower and I Speak My Truth. In that order.
No, the birds, man, they speaking today. I mean, I feel like we should be quiet and that spirit speaking right now for y'all.
Absolutely.
And got loud with it when for you.
Now they're quiet again.
Right. Now they're quiet. Look at there. Yeah. No, Miss Latoya, you did not miss your turn.
Jam, Gurpreet, Rose Flower, and I Speak My Truth. Gurpreet is here. When will I do my business? Can I become tarot reader? I'd love to do it. And when am I stable in my life properly and about love life? Lord have mercy. Did you write a book?
What?
How many questions did you want answered at one time?
That is the book. That is the book of your life, honey.
I'm telling you. It's like I got to ask everything because I'm afraid I don't get another shot, or what? What is this?
I mean, OMG.
Uka, I did send you an email, and I sent an email based on the email you gave me the other day, and I used that email, and it was wide page. It was right here actually, because I still have it, and it starts. It's at ymail.com, correct, Uka? That's the email you gave me. That's the email that I sent you the request on. Is right there. It's my scribbles. So. If the email address has changed, email me at this address, because that address works. My email address works. Everybody else has emailed that address. So email me again at that address, and I will confirm it for you. I don't want to give your email out to everybody else. That's why I'm not going there. But I gave you at least the provider. But so send me an email again to my address, and I will send you the link for Tuesday's class. Again, Gurpreet.
I love you too, girl. I love you too, honey. Oh boy. Well, there was 4 cards that did come out. You got the 6 of Cups here. I'm just gonna read, and we're just gonna let it just whatever it resonates here. I feel like this is like something maybe from the past that's going to be popping up. I feel like it's going to be an opportunity from Spirit. It's like an offer. Oh my gosh, it's 11:11 on my time.
I know, my phone just rang. It's like as soon as you, it's like what? Crazy, and of course it's spam.
Yeah, of course.
No surprise there, right?
Right. So right there, that is a good sign of an opportunity that's going to be coming your way, my love. And for you, I feel like it's just like a memory of yours, or like maybe a gift of yours that is resurfacing right now. I feel like also you got this 8 of Pentacles here, and this 8 of Pentacles is speaking with like studying your skill, mastering your skills. If this is what you want to be doing, when it comes to your, if you want to become a tarot card reader, I feel like this is you. It will be perfect for the class. Also, Don has videos up for just spiritually speaking of breaking down of the tarot cards as well on YouTube. And I do recommend if you want more intel and detail about who is it? You and Angie and Tanisha is breaking down, you know, each suit, the major arcana, but this is you studying, this is you learning, this is you mastering. If this is what you want to do, then it's in the cards for you to do it. I also see that when it comes to the first thing that I got with this 4 of Swords when it comes to your love life is relax. Let it come naturally to you. I feel like there's a lot of things that's on your mind of what to do and how to do it, or what, you know, I don't want to be by myself, or all of this. It's just like you need to take time for self first, and literally set up self-care, and self-love, like, you know, doing self-care routine-ish. You have the Hermit card here. Awesome. This is doing some self-reflection. This is definitely, you know, stepping back and doing some inner guidance, like, you know, definitely stepping in that moment and really break down what it is that you want to do. Take out a sheet of paper and write down your goals. What do you want to accomplish in your life, and things that you want to manifest. And then on another sheet of paper, do a self-evaluation. What things that you need to work on to make yourself better. This is called shadow work. You know what I mean? Doing some shadow work at that. And there's nothing wrong with shadow work. Trust and believe. It's just the way it sounds. It's because you're going deep. You are now tapping into your inner self, and you are listening into and allowing yourself to be guided by your higher self. And once you do that, you will be absolutely fine. And those answers, all those questions that you just asked us will be answered by your higher self and by spirit, and you will hear it. That's what I got.
Super. With that said, the only thing that I would add to that, when it comes to I don't know. It's like it's yeah. No, I'll leave it there. Again, focus. I'm like Well, I'm
Say it.
all over the place. I'm muddled, and it's like I'm getting the feeling that you're not focused. It's like my mind is like all of a sudden
Yeah.
confused, and so I'm feeling like there's a focus issue here, Gupri. You need to focus on one thing only. Move forward and keep forward. If you're focused on trying to get into a relationship, the rest is confusing. If you're focusing on business, if you're focusing on tarot, if you're focusing, the point is I'm getting this very confused feeling. And it's like, and when I see that and feel that, it means you need to find focus. You need to focus on one thing solely, and then move forward with that. That to me is the big key. But do not focus. You will be in this constant loop of, and again, with the fog that I got, it's like, no, this is not a good place to be. So again, focus. And I see you moving forward with that.
Oh yeah, the Ace of Cups came up. This is definitely about self-care. I'm telling you, this is strongly about self-care. This will help you to focus, eating better, sleeping better. You just got a bunch of stuff going on, and it's all over the place.
Next in line is Jam, by the way. And so Jam's question, and thank you, Gurpreet. I hope that helped you. Hello, any specific love messages for my spirit guides? Thank you.
You're welcome, Gurpreet. And the focus on one is you. You are one. You are that one.
And Uka, I did. That's the email I sent it to. That is the email that I sent it to. I didn't want to give it out, but since you gave it out, I'm going to confirm it. That's what I gave. Where is it? Where is it there? See that there? That's the one.
Oh my gosh, Don.
Like right, I know. That's my notes. That's my mind right there. That's the one. So that's my mind. Right there is my mind. It's like, you look at it, you're like, damn, that's confusing as hell.
That looks like the Long Island Teresa, the Long
Caputo?
Island medium when she writes. You're like, wait a minute, that wasn't.
Absolutely. Next, and don't forget, next in line after Jam is Rose Flower. And Rose, I saw your question, thank God. And then it's I Speak My Truth, and then it's Latoya. So in that order. So what do you got for Jam? What's jamming for Jam?
Damn. You know what? I think of Space Jam when I hear Jam. And Michael Jackson's song Jam. And with Michael Jordan, that commercial came up, or the video popped up in my head. You have the Six of Wands that comes up. This is definitely, you are being recognized. I feel like you are catching someone's eye, and it's like, it's not just one person you're catching. It's like, I feel it may be two people that you have caught their eye, and they are trying to try to figure out how to approach you. They are watching you, type of thing, not stalker like. It's not that crazy. It can be online, or it can be some people that you work with, or some people that is around you that literally you have, had left a good impression with them, and they have literally want to try to holler almost. You know what I mean? Like that type of thing. You have the Nine of Wands here as well. And the Nine of Wands comes up as staying focused on your goals, being persistent, being who you are. But I also feel like this is saying, don't go back into a past relationship. If someone from the past is trying to come up, it's like protecting yourself, protecting your energy. And I feel like someone from the past is trying to come through as well within all of this, because I don't know if you started working out. I mean, changed your body physically. I mean, mind, all of that. Like you just in a better space and they want to be in that space with you. It's just, you don't need that drama to come back up of what, let the past relationship be in the past and where it's at. You have the Six of Cups here. The Six of Cups seems like there is someone maybe in your childhood that you were really, really close with, and that, or a person that you already know, a person that you grew up with, and they are now wanting to step back into your life where this person made you happy. I don't know if you went like to high school with, or it wasn't like y'all had a relationship. You wasn't in a relationship. It's like a friendship type of thing. And now this person wants to take, be in a relationship with you further. Whoever whatever this energy is going to bring you happiness into your life with this 10 of Cups. It's going to bring in that joy, that excitement, and all of that of building that ultimate happiness. That's what the 10 of Cups is all about. That ultimate happiness, I feel, the ultimate happiness card that you can get out of the deck. And I just feel like things will be in alignment. Hence why you got the star here, and things are coming in alignment for you when that happens. I feel like when you meet, when y'all finally get together, I feel like it may be, I hear online. I don't know if this person's going to reach out to you online, like Facebook, Instagram, whatever it may be, like social media, that it will bring y'all together and where you're going to be like, let's meet up. Or if y'all don't live in the same area, it's like, let's meet up and let's see what this takes us. And it's going to bring straight happiness in, and things are going to be in alignment for you when that happens. And it's going to be like, damn, what took so long, for us to be in a relationship? And this is going to be mind blowing to you, because that person had to go through their relationship, whatever they had to, and you had to go through your stuff, and then y'all finally meet up and y'all gonna have a great life together. So that's what I do see of some you getting recognition. Let the past be in the past, and the rest of it is good coming. Good coming.
Fantastic. Damn, sounds like good things are coming your way. This was a good bit of reading.
That was a good love reading, because I didn't know what to expect. You know what I mean?
I know, breaking the trend, because sometimes those love readings, they don't go so well.
I know. It's like from the first love reading you give, and you had to give bad news, and you like, dang, all the other love readings gonna be crazy. You know what I mean?
Exactly. The one card I got that would add to this is that I craft my core desires with certainty and ease. And in essence, when you see that, or when you hear that, and let me put it closer so you can see it.
I love that deck. What deck is that?
It's the moon deck. It's the moon, the moon. Yeah, it's called the moon deck, and it's an oracle deck. It's very cool. So when you see this card is pretty much telling you, again, you are in control. You are creating your destination. You're creating your journey. So make sure that as you move through your love life, and as you think you want a relationship, make sure that you send a message to the universe what it is you want, who you want, that kind of thing, and make sure that you're clear about it, because again, it's saying that you are now crafting your future, you're crafting your destination. And if it is a relationship, make sure that you are very clear with spirit, because sometimes if you're not clear with spirit, you get half a deal and not the whole deal, and you're like, damn, I get this but not that, whatever. So be clear. Affirmations. Speak clearly.
Affirmation.
Control. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
With that said, next in line is Roseflower, and Roseflower did indeed post her message, and I'm trying to find it right now. Rose.
You are so welcome, Jam.
Will we buy another property this year and do a housewarming ceremony?
Oh, automatically I got a yes.
I did too. Yep.
I got a yes. I ain't even got to pull cards from that.
Yep. Gracie, sorry, the list is closed, so we are not taking any more readings for today. Join Shawna on Monday morning with Tea Time. or Angie and myself Wednesday evening, or Sean and I next Thursday morning at the same time. If you get here earlier, you'll probably jump in line and get an opportunity. But the list is closed for today. And I love that bird. I'm telling you, it's a pleasant tone. Yes.
It is.
Yes. Sometimes we get those gawking birds and they just like, rah, rah. And you're like, oh, Jesus. That sound is really pleasant. I'm loving it.
Yeah, they're going from back and forth. I'm like, so I don't have the lake behind me anymore, but I have a bunch of plush plants and trees and all of that. Very, very peaceful.
Yeah. I speak my truth. You are after Roseflower. Roseflower is up now. We just talked about that. And she will, again, Roseflower, you are getting another property this year. Absolutely.
Oh, so, 44. Look at there. 4 viewers and 44 minutes ago. Yeah. Live started. Ooh, that's a foundation.
Yep. Love it,
Rose,
love it.
Yes. That's another confirmation for you. Thank you. I speak my truth.
Absolutely. Good morning, Keena. Nice to see you popping in here. We kept you up late last night. I'm surprised you're even cognizant this morning.
I love my love.
Yes. And Keena was juggling mommy duties as well as doing our list and doing other things. It was like she was a busy young lady last night.
Oh my gracious. Kicking that butt though, you know?
Exactly. Hey, loves, I miss you guys. Stopping by to say hello. Hello, beautiful Sagittarius. Nice to see you as well.
Hello.
So with Roseflower, again, great news. You are getting 5 properties, so get ready for that. And go ahead, sorry.
Get ready for that housewarming ceremony. I feel like it's going to be a lot of people over there. So make sure you got enough food and a bunch of drinks and some good music and trash cans everywhere so they can throw that trash in the trash can.
Absolutely. We're all coming to Shawna's house and making sure that we take care of that on our own there too. We're coming to Shawna's house.
Yes. I'm going to have cups for everybody had a name on it. No, this your cup. This your cup.
And we're going to invite we're going to make sure that we invite a certain we're going to make sure we invite a certain neighbor too, an aerobics instructor.
Oh yeah, we will. We will, and whoa, we're going to bum rush her where she's going to be like, "Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. She would run it. She'll run and get some holy water. Exactly. I was just asking. Devil child. Splashing us off with holy water.
Right? We'll be like, you thought we was going to burn, heifer. No. Nope.
Exactly. Not today, Satan. Not today.
Not today. We're turning on her and spray her. It'd be like the Wicked Witch. Oh, Angie, Wizard of Oz.
Exactly. Angie says it was a long night and slow energy at times, but still a joy. Yeah, it was, Angie.
He said the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we pushed on through. That's for sure. You're welcome, Roseflower. Absolutely.
Yes, love.
Let's see.
We got one up.
Yep. And Rabia, the list is closed for today. So again, join Shawna on Monday, or me and Angie on Wednesday, or Shawna and I on next Thursday. And so with that said, we are up to I Speak My Truth. And for when it's my turn, no contact with Juan currently. What to expect next in my connection? Have you, when you, go for
it. No, go, you go. Nope. Ask your question. No, go.
No, you go. I don't know Hugo. Who is Hugo? Hey, Hugo, are you here? Anyway,
Hugo, you here?
Stop, Hugo. Don't. No, Hugo. No, Hugo. Anyway. I was just wondering. I speak my turn. Have you been in a relationship with one? Because I'm not sure I'm getting that energy of you've been having in the past with a relationship with him. Is that the case? Come on, speak your truth now. Speak the truth.
Speak.
Let's see.
Yes, I have. I have, yes.
Oh, she has.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it yet.
Okay.
I'm always delayed. I don't know what the hell is going on. It always happens. Okay, because I was feeling like I'll go this way. I think you put more into the relationship than he did, and that's kind of the energy I'm getting. And so what I'm feeling is like I think it was more a one-sided street, and I'm not getting a lot of. I don't know. I'm just not getting this is going to go very far, but I don't know. You have a history. I like when you say you have a history. I wonder what that means. So interesting. What do you have, Shawna?
I think this person was sneaky with this 7 of Swords. You know, you was in a relationship and they wasn't in a relationship. You get what I'm saying? Like they was living their best life, but living a facade life. I feel like this is also saying for you to move on from this and let it be where it's at. The past, you have the 4 of Pentacles here. This is holding on tight to and protecting your love, protecting your energy, protecting who you are as a person, of saying, I will not deal with this anymore, or connect with anyone like this ever again. You know what I mean? Now, when I said, ooh, I was not joking, because the Lovers card comes up. This is, I feel, a new relationship that's going to be happening for you. All right. Because of what you've learned and how you grown from this past relationship and having another connection. This is the connection that you are willing to make this commitment, but not just that. This other person is going to be willing to make this commitment to you. And it is definitely going to be worth fighting for. All right. With this 7 of Wands here. This is going to be a relationship. Oh, this card is sticking out. Oh my gosh. And this is the Page of Wands too. So at that, this is, it's going to be young and fresh type of energy that's going to be coming through with this relationship and this commitment. I feel like with the Lovers card, this is definitely a committed, y'all both going to be in a committed relationship. It is worth fighting for and rising above your old relationship. It's just, Juan was playing games and being sneaky as hell and trying to do things that you wouldn't think that, he would do. And that person, was living a double life when you was living a life of being committed and being in a relationship. But this now is like, look, I'm being better. I'm focusing on me. I'm keeping a tight hold on, you just being protective, and you are definitely taking things slow instead of rushing into it fast. But this Lovers and 7 of Wands and this Page of Wands is a good sign of what is about to come next for you for a relationship at that. So this is really, really good. This is going to be, I feel like with this new relationship, y'all going to be doing a lot of traveling together, a lot of discovery, and expanding in the relationship. Oh, shucks. Have an attitude of gratitude for your past relationship, okay? Of like, this person did this and this and this. But if that person didn't do all of that, you wouldn't have learned or been a better person that you are in this new relationship. Okay, so that's what I have for you, my love.
I shuffled what I call my go-to deck. I love that. Shawna knows the deck already.
Yes.
Angel Healing deck. I love this deck. I shuffled it, and this is the card that is your card that came out. New beginnings.
New beginnings. Yes.
Yeah. So again, I think you knew. I think you don't even need me to tell you what this card means, because it's telling you what we were telling you. It's time to move on. It's time to find your new beginning. That's what is being called to me. And this deck is my go-to. I love this deck, but
yes,
when it speaks, it usually speaks strongly, and it just did. So this is one of those. Drop the mic.
Drop the mic. On Monday, I had to drop the mic. I had to drop the mic? I had to drop the mic 4 times for somebody. I was like, damn it, this is what this. I was like, oh my gosh, we broke a mic, we dropped another one. We broke another one. It was amazing.
Until you get the ones that keep telling you, no, that's not what I'm doing is this. It's like, oh, do you want to know? Right. Because it's like, you can reach out to me.
Right. Like, I don't know how many times to tell you this, honey.
Exactly. It's like when you need a house to fall on, you get the message.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Latoya, we were waiting for you. I do not see a question, so I'm going to move on to
Oh, it said.
JoJo. Oh, did you
I
find
thought it
it?
was a question that came up
I saw JoJo with a question, but I didn't see Latoya. Maybe I missed it
because
then.
it came up to when it was like something about Daron.
Okay, maybe I missed it then. Let me look back here.
Oh, it's at your time. It will be 8:07:12.
Oh, that's way back there. Lord have mercy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep, there it is. What are Darron's? And Latoya, are you still here, by the way?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
Good. Darion.
Darion.
I'm glad you did that because there's so many times that we mess those names up, and that way we can see how it even reads one way, but it's like when you do it that way, it's like very easy, very nice. Thank you for doing that, by the way.
Thank you for the breakdown.
Absolutely.
Who was it? On Monday, Rubia,
Rubia, R-U-B-I-A, I think is it?
Yeah, she wrote her name all the way out. I was like, please don't yell at me because I felt like you just yelled at me. Back there.
I know last night
it was like long breakdown.
Yeah, last night there was somebody with like NNECK something, and we're like, how do you pronounce that? And then they were able to put it in like, oh, okay, well it's neck O or something like that is how it said, and it was like, okay. And then the last name was a real stretch. It was like, holy crap.
Oh
Would
my
not
gosh.
go on that one.
Miss Latoya, you have some cards to fly out for you, honey.
Let's hope they're good.
We're going to talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
All the good things and the bad things happen, baby. Let's talk about it.
Are you salt and I'm pepper or what? Or
yeah, I think you pepper because Lord Pepper don't mess with nobody. I'm a little laid back, a little bit. But salt, she'll give you the business too. Now nobody want to be Spinderella.
Me included. No. I'll take
it. OMG. Do you want to go first or
no? Go for it.
All right, you got the Page of Swords here. The Page of Swords is saying that you're ready, and I feel like the information that you're going to be receiving about this person is going to come out of that confusion. I feel like this is also you're receiving truth, okay, and that's kind of crazy. Or you ask them what the intentions are about this. I feel like this is. I feel like, okay, with this 7 of Wands that comes up, this is worth fighting for, okay? But this is also saying that you are, whoever is saying don't, or others trying to come into the relationship and mess things up with negative talk and all of that, you keeping it at bay. You keeping that negativity like away from your happiness. You know what I mean? You want to keep moving forward. Now you have the 7 of Swords. This is also speaking. I don't feel betrayal. I don't feel anything being from him. I don't feel that. I feel that from others that's trying to like literally mess with you a little bit. I don't know if it is like, someone's trying to verbally say things about the relationship or who this person is and what this person will bring to the table. But I just feel like with this Page of Pentacles as well, it's like you just like, look, I'm keeping a tight grip on this but at the same time, I'm learning how to be conservative in the relationship instead of, being all wild and crazy. with this. So I feel like with this Page of Swords, this is definitely the clarity you are receiving now. With the Three of Swords, there it's like almost frustration, because of what things is coming, that's coming up. Because you don't know if this person, you can trust this person, or I feel like this is like a past relationship. That has wounded you to where you in this new thing, and you want to be in this relationship with this person, you really like this person, but this past relationship has hurt you because of trusting. I feel like there is like a trust thing. You just don't know how to take, you don't know how to move with it, and it can be kind of a little frustrating at times with this. But look, you got the Ace of Wands here, and the Ace of Wands comes in with new energy, new beginning of some sort. And I feel like whatever was done in the past was the past, and it has literally died off. Like, and this new you is emerging. I feel like you're going through like this healing process of whoever hurt you in the past is kind of messing with you, with your heart and the way you think and the way you should be in a relationship with someone. I just feel like it was just the past stuff. Let's see what you got. We had words. I felt I disappeared for a day and our energy has been off. Yes, yeah, I just been okay. So y'all just been dating. I lost a brother. Here's where the heartache is then, because I just feel like there is a lot going on right now with you, and you want to take this relationship. Oh, that's the Death card. If your brother had just passed away, but so death is not like a bad thing. I know that's hard to say because we've all had death and experienced death in our family, or people that's really close to us. But trust and believe their mission, their purpose was over and done with, but it doesn't die off. You keep that memory going. You keep their spirit high because they are literally around you all the time. I feel like he doesn't want you to be focused on him, on the death part, but the good times. You know what I mean? He wants you to be happy with what's going on with your life. It's just when you go through your mourning, and grief part, you go through it, and it becomes healing for you of letting go the attachment of the physical part. You get what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense, because that was a little
clear as mud, Shawna. Clear as mud.
okay. Clear as mud. Absolutely.
Say what?
I feel like when I go deep like that, it's just crazy. I feel like there's some heartache, but I also feel like there's a new beginning for you, my love, that's coming through. I just feel like you just going through a phase right now of some strong emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, really, see, thoughts create your reality. So whatever that you are thinking of it being any negative, or I feel like you should start bringing positivity back into your life and being optimistic and saying affirmations to help you heal, to help you release.
And the one thing to understand, it's interesting for people who don't get it. When we sit down we have to be. It's fascinating because everybody thinks, oh, if I can read cards, then I can understand everything, and it's more than just reading cards. When Shawna is sitting there and she's seeing these cards put out, the cards do tell a very basic story. They come together, but you have to be able to understand how they work together. And then the intuition comes in. And then, so at one point while Shawna's reading, but believe it or not, and this happens with all of us, the story is still coming in because the intuition is now giving more and filling it in. And as they fill the gaps in, sometimes it even changes and alters the way you started because you're like, wait a minute, whoa, the picture just changed. And now it's coming to focus. It's like if you have a camera and you start doing this with the camera and you get to where you think it's almost clear and then you tilt a little further and all of a sudden, boom, now every little image pops in. And now it alters the whole picture. And that's what we do. So as Shawna was reading and as she was telling you this stuff, it's like you could see the wheels working and intuition telling Shawna, it's like, okay, there's still more to come. There's still more to come. And as that pops in, it's like, and that's why when we joke about the clear as mud thing, because sometimes, again, all of a sudden, what seemed to be a very clear picture initially was muddled because now it's all this new information. And then boom, once again, now it's even clearer and it's even a different picture because with all the other stuff popping in, it creates this amazing timeline to which then to pop with. And so when we talk about that, it just understand that when we start a reading, as spirit tells us information and fills that picture in, sometimes it just confuses things for a little bit until it all falls together. And then you're like, holy crap, this is so exciting. And you can see when the light comes on. Because like for Shawna especially, and even Angie, the face just glows and the light comes on. It's like an epiphany, it's like a bolt of lightning. It's very cool. So keep that in mind.
I love it when you read and I'm just like, just say it. I hear it. I'm like, just blurt it out. Just blurt it out. And then it totally makes sense. It's just, it starts off. And then I think that was a perfect way of you explaining how we read, you know what I mean? And how it goes. Generally it says, look at the cards like it's a story, right? So, but the story changes within the next card or and in the middle, and then it brings it in full circle all the way back together. And so it's just, we appreciate y'all for understanding what we are trying to say at the same time. But I feel like with the intentions with Darion, I do feel like this is worth fighting for if that's what you want. Okay, at the end of the day, I just feel like there's some healing that needs to be taken into place. And once that the old you will, transform, and everything else will transform into what it is that you, want to manifest. Okay, so I just feel like you got to do some healing from a past thing.
Amen. Amen. And Angie says, Angie who is A5 says it's amazing and exciting process. Yes, it is. And it's sometimes frustrating at the same time as enlightening. Sometimes it's educational because I still, after all these years, my vocabulary is still growing and I'm still picking up things. And I'll tell you an example, a prime example. I called Angie and Shawna when it happened and I said, you won't believe what happened. This is fascinating. I was in the grocery store yesterday. I'm almost certain it was yesterday. I was in the grocery store and I was looking for canned goods, and I'm looking at corn, and I see Green Giant and I see Signature Brand, which is a local chain's own brand, the generic brand. And then there was this other one, and then there was a fourth one. And when I looked at the fourth one, all of a sudden I saw a flashing of a face that I'd seen in our class the night before, and I thought, wow, that's interesting. Why would I be seeing that? And then I looked away, and it wasn't on the other corns. It was on that one. So I'm thinking, well, it can't be corn. So I sent a text message to the person, and I said, with a picture of the can, and then said, are you thinking about corn? Are you doing something with corn today? There's something about corn and she's like, no. And then on the can, it was from Libby's, the maker, the manufacturer. And she said, no, but that's what my family calls me. My family calls me Libby or Lib. And I'm like, holy crap, how is that, right? I thought it was crazy. Right. And then while I was talking with her, we were talking about family and stuff, or we were talking about somehow how we knew each other way, way, way back when and didn't know each other for years. And I didn't even recognize her when I knew her. It's like when I saw her, I was like, I didn't until that happened, because I said, wait a minute, I only knew one Libby in my life. And I told her, and she's like, I am that Libby. And I'm like, wow, that was like when I was 10 years old. And she's like, yeah, but that was our family. And I'm like, oh my God, how crazy is that? So then we're talking a little longer. And while I'm talking, we're comparing notes because she knew my parents, and she's known my parents and later in life. And of course, I live a long way from them, and they have a world totally different from mine. And so she was telling me some things, and I said, "Yeah, my dad was a great guy." And she said, "Yeah, they don't make them like that anymore." And instantly, my light came on, and I said, "Oh yeah, there's a great artist, country music artist, Loretta Lynn, and Loretta Lynn is the coal miner's daughter, and she's my favorite singer." And I told her she wrote a song called "They Don't Make Them Like My Daddy Anymore." And as soon as I saw that, and I looked back at Liz, I got an image of Liz and Elizabeth, and when I did, I saw beside her a coal miner, and I'm like, how interesting. So I texted her, I said, "Do you have a husband who's a coal miner?" And she's like, "I do." And again, it's that my vocabulary keeps I get certain things. The husband thing made sense to me. The can, I'd never seen that happen before. I'd never seen a can pop out to me and kind of say, okay. And so now I've learned that is my vocabulary. Again, this is how we learn. This is how we see things. It's not like all of a sudden somebody whispers in your ear and tells you the entire story and then you put it out there. It's like, we'll give you a little bit of this and a little bit. It's like cooking.
Yeah,
I'm going to add some salt, some pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, maybe some cumin. And then all of a sudden, as you stir it and it starts boiling, gosh, it tastes good. But each individual thing made no sense at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Angie says that St. Louis reference from my last night is still replaying in my head, and the person we were reading for has no connection, but it won't go away. I'm sure there'll be that connection. They'll find it, Angie. I am certain, because you were like, you were constant with that. You were determined that it was there. So it'll be interesting to see that. Absolutely. So yes. And one other question for you, Latoya. Do you know a Daniel? Because a Daniel is I'm getting Daniel. Daniel was coming. A name Daniel was popping in my head. Does Daniel resonate with you? Do you have a family member or somebody that is Daniel? Did I get a message there? And Hakeem, thank you for popping in. It's nice of you to leave so quickly too.
That's why I just gave a hand. I didn't even do a wave.
Exactly. Bye.
Bye.
Again, Latoya, are you here?
Are you still here, love?
Yeah. Does Daniel resonate with you? Is he a family member? Next in line, by the way, is Litzlitz, Jojo. And Jojo, I saw you have your question up, which is great. And then Angela. Litzlitz, Jojo, and Angela in that order. And yes, Jojo. And then Jojo said general. But Litzlitz and Angela, if you are still here, post your question for us. And I think that Latoya may be gone because I don't see a response. So that's okay. We're good. Maybe another time we can connect with that. Wildflower, nice to see you in. No, you don't have to pop over. You can pop over to YouTube. It'd be nice. It's always YouTube. It seems to be friendlier than other platforms, but you can pop over to YouTube and of course join and hit that subscribe, whatever. But with Jojo was a general reading. Jojo, this is your general. There we go. Let me pop that up there. All right. Yeah, not a problem, Wildflower. Yeah, you can pop over to YouTube and then join. But if you join YouTube, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, and then you also hit that little icon bell. And when you hit the icon bell, the bell icon, whatever you call it. Anyway, the point that when you do that, it'll send you notices every time we go live. So you won't even have to worry about catching us. It'll pop up and tell you we're live and get you in line to make sure that you get your reading. Because again, if you get in early enough, you'll get a reading. But unfortunately, we fill up quick. So with that said, JoJo's general reading. Anything you got there, Shawna, yet?
First card that came out, hello, Amber A, is the Lover's card. JoJo!
JoJo, you holding out on us? What's the story?
What is the story? What this Lover's card coming up? What? And then you got the 9 of Pentacles here. Harvest is coming your way. Child. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh man.
Hello, Amber. Nice to see you.
Yes, nice to see you, Miss Amber A. Let's see. Ooh, oh, JoJo. What is going on? You got the 10 of Cups, the High Priestess, and the 6 of Cups.
Oh my goodness.
Child. Okay, obviously there's somebody coming through. And this is bringing some happiness for you. This is definitely the seeds that you have planted out there. I feel like this is someone that you have manifested, because this is what you have told the universe. This is what you want, of who you want around you. And it will bring in the ultimate happiness of a coming together, living in a house together. You know, I don't know if you're gonna have some more babies together, or bringing the kids in. I feel like this is something so major and so big for you, and this is what you have been doing, because you have literally been tapping in with spirit, and you have been developing this relationship with spirit all the way, where I mean your connection is on it, like stupidly. Okay, no babies, good child, because I was wondering about the babies. Maybe it's the maybe because I was like, I saw the kids, maybe it's 2 kids, the other person got kids, or maybe you have kids. I don't really know where the kids come in, but it's going to be a family type of deal all together. But this is you really tapping. I mean, like you use it. You get major downloads, getting major messages from spirit. You are receiving that information. I mean, you are working, you are walking with them. They are literally beside you, and you are working with higher powers. Okay, and this is really, really amazing. The 6 of Cups is here. I feel like it may be someone from your past. Maybe like childhood ish, but yeah, I feel that this is a person in your childhood that made you happy. I don't think y'all really had a relationship like that. I think that y'all had like it was just a friendship type of thing. Like y'all was cool friends when y'all was growing up, and now he see you totally different and wants to be your homie, lover, friend, child all the way, and wants to be in a committed relationship with you. I feel like also whatever that you're doing business wise, okay, I feel like that pops up as well for you, because of the 9 of Pentacles coming through, of your skills, your ability, whatever it is, like that harvest you're about to receive from that harvest. And it's not going to be a stop and go type of harvest. This is going to be a continuance abundance, like coming through for you. So, wow, this is amazing, JoJo. Crazy, amazing reading for you, love. I want to know who the boot thing is.
Whoop, that is. Whoop, that is.
Absolutely.
And yes. It was interesting. I saw the Page of Cups bringing news about happiness and joy. The 2 of Cups bringing in news of a relationship with, and this is the man right there. Interesting.
Oh.
This man is on your path. So he's meant to be coming into your life, because he's going to be helping you get back and stay on your path. You kind of wandered off and you're getting back. Well, this is part of that experience. So That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing, JoJo. So again, Lord, we said we put a man. We said we put a man on your mama, but I think we're going to put one on you. I don't know.
Right?
Linda, JoJo's taking your man. Say what?
Don't let it. Don't let it.
Oh, and Brad Wolf, I like it. You said you should use star cards so I can see Uranus. I think we should use farm cards so we can show your ass.
Oh, check. I don't have a mic. I do not have a mic.
Clever, cute. Anyway, moving on. Oh Lord. Sometimes people.
You don't want it today, brother man. You don't want it.
Little man, but we'll leave it there.
Little man.
Little man. Oh Lord. Anyway, next is listless. Jojo, hope it helped you there. And
yes.
Kyle, the list is closed for the day. We have we're overbooked as it is, and it's closed for the day. But yes, we will. We'll be back on Wednesday evening, Thursday morning, and Monday mornings with Shawna as well. So
yes.
you have options. Just try to get there earlier, because this list fills up quickly, unfortunately. Listless, I don't see a question. Well, I'll wait to the question, but the next person in line after that was Angela, and Angela is here, and she's saying, "Will me and my," or it says Angela and it says "me and my wife reconcile, please." Okay, let's take a look. Angela Homer, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that's the same Angela. I think it is.
Right. I hope. I had saw that earlier.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's the same one.
I had got a yes when I saw that question earlier. Here's the thing. Time heals all, right? Time heals everything. And that's like the main thing with the Seven of Pentacles. It's like, all right, the time you invested, it's not going to go to waste. It's just, you got to let it grow. You got to let it do what it do. As far as in healing. Okay, I hear healing. She needs to heal. You need to heal. And you cannot rush things back together. If you love your wife the way you want, you want this to work, then you got to allow healing to come into process for you, okay? But y'all will reconcile. It's just, don't rush it. You rush it, she's going to feel like you being controlling, or you're trying to, it will be misinterpreted, okay? Regardless if you're coming in with good intentions. Know that she knows you miss her, but she got to do what she got to do. Tell you, this is a woman's thing, okay? This is definitely a woman's thing of saying, you pissed me off on the right day, and I'm gonna make you wait. So this is definitely.
Oh, that bird is just chirping.
There you go. There we go. Don't rush me. Don't. It's gonna happen. Because it is that. Oh, look at here, and you got the Two of Cups. Y'all are meant for each other. Okay, so just wait. Just wait. Just let it heal.
Give her wings, let her fly, and she will find her way home.
She will. She definitely. It's right here. She will come back to you. Matter of fact, she will come back stronger, and as you will as well. Yeah, give her some space. Yep. And he said the chirp was confirmation. Sure was, because that was loud. You hear me? It was loud.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah. But yes, to your question, y'all will reconcile. Just wait. Have patience.
Absolutely. Hopefully I helped you, Angela. Next in line is Divinely Guided, then Shell, and then A Long Way Up, in that order. So Divinely Guided, Shell, and A Long Way Up. What do you have for us? What are your questions? Are you still here? That would be a better question to ask, I guess.
That would be a better question, too.
Tanisha, did you leave us?
Right. I know you didn't leave us, love.
Oh, my goodness. And Tanisha, I'm told, is headed back to Portugal. So
What?
Yes, she came back and is already leaving again. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Angela. Absolutely.
Well, that means we got to get on. You are so welcome, Miss Angela. That means we just got to meet at the airport and come on down there.
Housewarming is her party. Her housewarming party is going to be. We know where hers is going to be. So after
Yeah.
we'll fly to Shawna's first, and then as a group we'll fly over to Portugal
Yep.
and then leave a little bit of mess in Divinely Guided's house.
Yep. I think it'd be a cheaper flight from Florida anyway to Portugal.
It probably will, absolutely, especially
Yeah.
from here. Lord have mercy.
Everything's the most expensive coming from Arizona. Going because any destination you coming to the East Coast part.
Yeah, it's because we're special.
Y'all are, and I love it. I love it. There's no place like Arizona.
Oh yes, Lord have mercy. It has its attractors and detractors. Lord have mercy.
What? Yes, depending on what part you're in.
And who's representing at the time, because Lord have mercy, we have some crazies out here. Jesus.
Right. Absolutely.
Who popped in? I just saw a message pop up there.
So who's still
we are
here?
closed for the day. Sorry, we are closed. Again, Divinely Guided Show and A Long Way Up. You guys are up. If you are here, let us know. Now you got me stuck in that song, Let's Talk About Sex, Baby.
I know, right?
It's in my head. Last night it was Nona Hendrix, Women Who Fly. It just kept flashing, and that's such an amazing song. And if you all haven't heard it before, you really should check it out. It is amazing. It's called Women Who Fly by Nona Hendrix. Nona Hendrix used to be part of LaBelle and Bluebell. LaBelle, I think it's Bluebell. Anyway, and it was when Patty was with the group. And then they broke off, and Nona Hendrix went off on her own. Patty went off on her own. And Nona Hendrix has a song called Women Who Fly. And it is one of the strongest, most powerful songs. This was when bass wasn't really as popular as it is now. But when she has bass in that song, it hits your chest. And then that song that comes out, and the way she just, there's some pain in her voice, and it's amazing. But it's an empowerment song, and it's this strong
Oh, wow.
So if you want to hear an amazing song, listen to that song again, Nona Hendrix, Women Who Fly. It's an old song, but the word, read the words. The words will knock you out, or listen closely, because she speaks them very clearly. And she's coming at you, and she's reminding you, own your power, be your power, own your power. It's lovely. And it's like, women who fly don't have these problems. Women who dream don't stay too long. Women who fly climb mountains, women who dream have dreams of their own. It's just women who fly. I mean, it's just amazing. It's like an anthem. It's great. Anyway, check it out. I don't see anybody. Those three people popping in. Shawna, we were abandoned. Oh my!
We was abandoned today, y'all.
Oh my Lord! Maybe Divinely Guided's on a plane. I don't know.
Maybe she is. Then that's a good thing. Then that's a good ass excuse then.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll give her a pass on that one.
Yeah.
Hey, Bree 666 Marie. Bree was on last night with us as well. I remember. Nice to see you again. Oh Lord have mercy. So with that said,
it's so demanding at times. Add me to the list. I want a job reading. Like,
well,
the list is closed, love.
Exactly. I love when you speak through your teeth. It's like, oh, this is such a sweet situation.
Yeah,
bless her ever-loving heart.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Talk about why am I unlucky? You're not, love. You just came in a little later. And I had a reading for you on Monday too, and you left me.
What? Oh my goodness. Oh,
I had her on the list. And you left me.
Oh.
Called your name out and everything.
I love the name Clean Music Lover. Clean Music Lover. How did you come up with that name? It's so different than everybody else.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Are you Clean Music Lover? Let us know how you came up with that name. I love it.
That is an amazing name.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Wi-Fi. Yeah. Yes. The Wi-Fi was acting crazy too, so I do give you that.
I was in my son's. I was with my son during his college counselor meeting the other day, and on the wall, the guy had a Tennessee University of Tennessee football helmet in his thing, And then I looked on the wall and I saw the musicians, and I wasn't sure they were jazz or blues. So I asked him, I said, "Are you from Tennessee? Maybe Memphis? Because I'm getting this." And he's like, "Yeah, I spent time in Memphis." And
Oh
I'm like,
wow.
"Yeah, because of the music." And he's like, "But I'm not cultured enough to enjoy jazz. I love the blues." And I'm like, "That's
Oh.
interesting. I love the blues." He likes censored music. I like that. Okay, cool. But
Okay.
yeah, that's what Clean Music Lover said. But yeah, he was telling me he likes the blues, and I thought, the blues, I think also has a certain taste level. I mean, not everybody likes the blues. You have to have an
No.
understanding of because it gets dirty, it gets gritty, it gets
It is
gritty.
gritty. But let me
Yeah,
tell you, it's gritty because it had to be in Jew joints, in
yeah,
places that it was not even allowed. And
yeah,
this is how people were feeling at the time. I
yeah. It's
mean,
the human experience. Absolutely.
right. I mean, you got blues is the music that you thinking and you don't want to say. You get
Yep,
what I mean?
yep.
And until you hear, you like, oh man, that's raunchy. Give me another drink. Give me another. You know what I mean? Like now you
Exactly.
get, and but then you hear heartache at that as well. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like what some blues. It's not just all raunchy. It's like some deep heartache that no one hears. Jazz will uplift you. Jazz will set the tone for you a lot of times, depending on the different types of jazz. But
Yep.
then with blues, it hits your soul. I mean, that is some deep soul. I mean, deep, deep. Like I feel like that's your ancestors is
Yeah.
singing.
Yes, yes, and when they, yeah, and especially when they, there's even, to me, I don't know. It's, I know the guitar only has 6 strings, but when they hit certain chords in the blues, it's like they don't use those chords in other songs. It hits you to
Hmm.
a point where you feel it. It's like, damn, you just hit me here. It doesn't have to say a word, just that strum, and you're like
Boom.
right there. You
Yeah,
know?
Johnny Taylor. Oh my gosh, that is my dad's favorite guy. Yes, and Roy C. Oh my gosh, yes, I love Johnny Taylor. Johnny Taylor's still around here being nasty. And what's that song? Stand Up in it. Oh my gosh. When I first heard that, I was like, Daddy, am I supposed to be listening to this? I was like, OMG. And he's still getting it. He still performs at like, get-togethers and stuff because he can't be in no concert, child. No.
Exactly.
You have too many of them old people that's freaks out there getting it. You're like, no, put your clothes back on. What you doing? What this is grandma.
Yeah,
Grandma, what are you doing?
yeah, yeah. Well, and this guy on his wall, he had some black and white photos, and
Oh,
he had
the
it
Otis,
autographed.
yes.
And you could tell he truly loved the traditional blues, and it was so
Mm-hmm.
interesting to see it. And it was like, wow, you don't see that often. It's like, again, you just have to really. It's just a whole different level of appreciation. Sometimes,
Oh
because it
yeah.
will take you to a deep level, and sometimes a dark place. But
Yep.
but in those dark moments, we find solace. We find
Mm-hmm.
we find growth, and we
Mm-hmm.
also find a common cause. I mean, it's like we always, like Facebook and YouTube and TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's smiling, and it's all wonderful, and everybody's happy, and life is great, and nothing goes wrong. But
Yeah.
when you listen to the blues, you're like, yeah, things do go wrong, and yeah, I
Yeah.
do have problems, but other people have them too.
Yeah, and thanks for correcting me too, because if my dad was here, he would have been like, "That's the Otis. That's not Johnny Taylor." Well, all of them was. I had to make CDs for him. So you remember back in the day, you had to burn the CD on the computer and all of that. That was my job to do of all the music. So, oh yes, Otis Redding, Muddy Waters with the blues,
Muddy Waters, yep.
Long Wolf or something like that. He was part of Cadillac Records. I mean, you had, oh my gosh, just a lot of them that was, back in the day. Etta
Remember
James,
Bessie Smith? Bessie Smith
Bessie
was
Smith, yeah.
considered a blues singer, and yet
Yes, and
she
Queen
transcended,
Latifah
but she
played
was.
her.
Yep.
Yeah, Queen
Big
Latifah
Mama.
played her.
Yep, Big
Mm-hmm.
Mama Thornton, Etta James. I mean,
Yeah,
we're talking some names. Even Ray Charles went to the blues from time to time.
sure
He
did.
crossed over. I mean, he was, it was amazing.
Yeah,
So,
and
oh
a
yeah,
lot of them, was they wasn't appreciated enough here in the United States. Well, as soon as they went overseas and did those concerts there, they was like they were brand new. You know what I
yep,
mean? Like
especially in
in their
Paris.
age.
The Parisians loved them. The French
Who?
people, the
Oh yes,
Parisians, the French people,
yes,
especially in Paris, they were very popular in Paris because
yeah,
they brought this whole type of music that the French had not heard, and they were so embracive. I mean,
yeah.
the French at that time, Paris was like a mecca for everybody, and so
Hey,
the
absolutely.
world came, and it was wonderful. So yeah, yeah,
And our nephew just came back from Paris, and he loved. That's where he wants to go and live now. And Isaiah, remember,
yeah, yeah,
Isaiah that came.
yeah.
He just got back, and he showed us a video. He went to a speakeasy, that was in Paris, and they still was dressed like the Prohibition time,
Oh, that's cool.
and I mean, it was like that the red light type of thing, and but it was blues and it was jazz, but it was
Mhm.
just like amazing. I was like, I want to go to another speak. I want to go. I want to go.
I'll tell you
Yeah, and
what.
but during COVID, he bought his ticket during COVID, his
Mhm.
plane ticket. Got a first class ticket for $1,800. He looked it up right before he went this past time, and the tickets had went up to 5,000.
Holy crap! Jeez, he was. What a savings!
What a savings,
Heck yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's interesting. When we went to Paris last, I think it was at that time it was DJ and Juliana went with us. For those who don't know, DJ is my older son, and then Juliana is our oldest daughter. And so it was DJ and Juliana and myself and Ed. And we have the Platinum, American Express Platinum. So we bought our ticket. And if you buy a business first or above with your American Express International, you get a free one.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so we all flew. So I got one, and then on mine was DJ's, and with Ed's it was Juliana, and so the two kids came free, and we all did business first. And they had at that time
Woo.
it was these like cubicles, and so you
Yeah.
raise the wall, and the bed lays down, and you have the games and stuff. And the kids didn't sleep the entire way; they were like playing games and whatever. And by the time they got there, they were tired. And it's like, you're not resting. We have a day to go through,
Right.
And they gave you all the champagne and wine and whatever, but it was great. But always, if you have the platinum card, check into that deal. If you're going to travel internationally, check into it, because if you get your ticket through them, they used to, and I think they still do, they will give you a free ticket equal for a companion. It is amazing.
Oh man, well I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it for real. Like, hey
Oh,
babe,
Divinely Guided says, hey y'all, I didn't know y'all calling me for a reading. I had to step away. Yeah. Lord have mercy.
Yes, love.
Yes,
It was calling you. It was calling you, sis.
Exactly. We were hanging on just for you. Not.
Yes.
So are you interested in reading Divinely Guided? Shall we give you one? You made it just in time. Lord have mercy.
Yes. Is there a question, or do you want a general?
And when are you headed back to Portugal, Divinely Guided? Is it like in the next few days or something? I think.
Oh my.
She said a general reading.
Okay.
Fantastic. We will do this. We will do this
on the 22nd.
Okay. And that's Sunday. Sunday, right? Sunday.
That commercial, oh my gosh.
You got that too? I was like, they hit me. Sunday. Shawna, what do you do as for practice?
Practice what?
I don't know. What you preach? I'm not sure. I don't know.
What am I practicing? What I do?
Exactly. Bree, what do you mean by that? Bree,
yes, Bree. Let me know what you mean by practice. Because we may need to talk other time before practice.
Hey, Affirm Wellness, how are you today? Oh, hey, Affirm Wellness, you have to reach out to me. I wanted to touch base with you and see what if something, continuing a conversation we had the other night when we were all in class. I'm curious about if anything happened today or yesterday. in reference to what we were talking about. So
Mm.
you were again. I think you remember because remember we were I think we were in the group together or the whole back, and then the Firm Wellness was saying something about her future plans, and then if you know what I'm going for, I'm trying to not disclose too much.
Oh, okay. Are you a medium, and do you do past life tarot? All the above. What you just said. What you just asked me.
Child, it is even more than that. Not only
Oh
for
yes.
those of you who don't, oh yes, it was yes. Okay, good. I'm curious to see. For those of you who don't know, Shawna, this is your time. Give them the spiel. What in the world?
All right. So you can check me out on Linktree, Divine Goddess Power 888. I'm talking here, Bird. Jeez.
Mama's in control.
What? Don't be interrupting grown folks' conversation. Um,
Go back to the children's table.
right. Jeez Louise. So, like I was saying, I am, you can check me out there. I do a plethora of everything. I do jewelry making, crystal infused skincare, um, um, crystal and tinsel jewelry, bracelets, earrings. Now I'm bringing in necklaces, and for ones that have purchased them already, it is, has your intentions and sets up the good energy all the way together. I really, really do research on everything that I use and make with. The ingredients for the crystal infused skincare is all organic. You can read it. It's no like, wait a minute, let me look this word up or anything like that. You absolutely know what you are getting in the products. I do tarot readings. Now I'm doing Akasha record readings. Those I do mediumship. I do, I'm in the metaphysical world altogether. So, and psychic readings now that's popping up. And channeling that definitely with the mediumship that's definitely coming up. Also, I help you. I'm a Reiki practitioner as well, so I help align your energy back together with nutrition and personal training in that type of way. So that's my little plug. But you can check me out at Linktree Goddess Power 888. And there it will tell you all the links and where you can see me on social media. Oh, I have a YouTube channel at Naturally Divine Goddess, which I'm about to change the name since we're just doing a bunch of tarot now. That's so look out that for that for soon. Look, there we go. Other than that, Jojo, I'm glad you love the body butter. Yes, because I make that as it comes, super, and all that great stuff. So, usually on Mondays, if you come on my live, there is a promo code that I have that give you $10 off of the website when you come and hang out with me. But the only way for you to know what that promo code is to come and hang out with me on Mondays on Tea Time at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and there I do. Element readings and free readings as well. And then on Thursdays, I'm hanging out with my brother from another mother.
Absolutely. And I will tell you this much. As you can tell,
Oh, yes.
Go ahead.
No. She was saying, can I type it in? I will type it in.
Yeah. As you can tell, in the tarot world, it's a small world, and we tend to know a lot of tarot readers. We know a lot of metaphysical people, but I'll tell you this much. There are two people, not just women, two people whom I trust, not only with my readings to do for me, but for my mom. And those are Shawna and Angie. And so, I mean, if I will hire them to do my readings for my mom, then that should tell you everything right there.
Yes.
That should tell you.
I love mama. She my mama now. I didn't.
That's what she told me. She said she has another daughter now. Yep. So, and then this is Shawna's message. That's Shawna's thing.
Yeah.
Super. Anyway, and then let's see. There was another statement there that came up. What was that? Affirm Wellness. Yeah, she said, I gave my notice. My managers came back and asked me to stay for 3 months for additional dollars. Then I had a dream last night about a snake in the grass.
Oh,
damn. But it's
see,
nice
they
to hear
always
that.
do that. When
Yep.
you give notice, they always want to, oh no, let me give you this. Well, you didn't give me that when I was asking for it a long time ago.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So stick to your guns, I would say, on this. And that snake in the grass is a warning right there, for real.
Yep. It's amazing how they don't need you until they need you. And then it's like
Mm-hmm.
when the world changes, it's all in their
Mm-hmm.
time. So it's but I'm glad it's a confirmation for you in the sense though that you have value and that yeah, it was wonderful that they came back to that, because again, you are leaving in a high note in the sense of I was wanted and I made the choice. I love it, love
Yeah.
it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
Yes.
So good to hear that, Affirm Wellness. Good to hear that they came back with what again, showing you that you had value and that they had undervalued previously. They undervalued you, and that's good. So it's good. I mean, not that they undervalued is good, but a point is they've acknowledged the fact that they now realize they undervalued you.
Right. I was about to say, please don't accept that, because that's like a dangly, like a tease. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Squirrel,
like, okay, so
squirrel.
if we give her 3 months with extra money, okay, so what else can she take? What else is she willing to take? And that's not good. Like, don't be playing with me. Don't play with my emotions, and don't play with my money.
Yep. Absolutely.
Thank you, Bree. Also, I just saw it came up on my phone. Thank you for following me as well. I got to get back on my social media stuff because this was moving for a minute and I had shut down for a while. For 2 weeks, it felt like it was too long at that. So, Divinely Guided, I am ready to read for you. You have the Three of Pentacles, because these cards came out already. The Three of Pentacles, you are ready to, that's that mentorship. This is receiving, like, either it's time to be working with a mentor to develop your new skills or master your skills. But this is like you meeting up with someone that is going to help develop you into this beautiful, oh, I hear a shaman, I hear all that higher stuff with you, and really helping you develop that way. This is you definitely stepping into your inner calling with this Judgment card being here. You being vulnerable in that, but you are definitely accepting it. You are ready to accept and walk in your purpose now, and which is really, really amazing. The Seven of Swords comes up because I feel like this is you leaving things that no longer serve you and it's not for your highest and greatest good. This could also be you, walking and going forward in your purpose, and literally not even looking back in a way where it's turning you back. I mean, you might look back to say, okay, whatever. And now you are on your path. You are working in your path. You are now, nothing is pulling you back. Anybody that was trying to be sneaky around you, anybody that was trying to, portray you in some type of way, you just don't have time for it anymore. And you taking all of your things, all of the lessons, all of the experience, and you are literally moving on. The Ace of Cups is here. This is some love coming in. I am excited about this. I'm ready for this to happen for you. I am so ready for this new love to come in for you. I also feel like this is not just new love from a person. This is new love for self. This is like definitely some self-love happening. Hello, Pam. Oh, yeah, the birds are singing and they've been speaking loud. I had to tell them to be quiet while grown folks are talking. And this is the Boo, the King of Swords, that's going to be stepping through, that you're going to be meeting. This person is definitely well mature, and you already know this, and this is definitely going to be opening the door. I feel like as soon as you get back home, because home for you is Portugal, it is going to take off, and before you know it, can't nobody get in touch with you because you out on a date and you out there with your boo living it up. Then you know what I mean. But this person is definitely very smart, very intelligent, very well mannered. Loves know how to dress, but know how to be a little laid back at the same time. Know how to overcome any obstacle, will bring clarity into your life as well. So that's what I have for you for a general right now.
And it's interesting because you're bringing in something that Angie and I think I'm almost sure it was Angie and I saw for creating balance in a previous reading not so long ago.
No, divinely guided. Aren't we doing divinely guided?
What did I say?
Creating balance.
Oh, sorry, because you're stuck in my head because I saw Woo Woo Andrew. Sorry, yeah. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, now I'm confusing myself. I'm like, what did I say? Okay, hey, I'm old. Damn it, give me a break. This gray hair means something.
I'm like, wait a minute. Did I just read for the wrong person?
I know. Shawna's like, did I miss something? Was I frozen or what? I don't know.
Right.
No, what I was saying is Angie and I read for Divinely Guided, and
yes.
And when we read for her last, I think it was like a week or two ago. I think it was Angie and I, and we saw a swirl. We saw a Mr. Right and Mr. German Right. I think it was almost. I was getting a German feeling. Yes, a German guy living in Portugal, and a little bit of swirl going on there. So it's like, and then you just picked up a guy again. So it's like this guy is truly coming in, and it's interesting because I saw her meeting him at a cafe, a place to do coffee, and it was like at the intersection. I saw an intersection, and there's like a four corners, and it was like across the way, and so it's like not too far from where she lives, but across like this from where her block is here, and then it's like this. And so I'm like, so I told her, I said, you need to start drinking some coffee at the coffee shop because
you do every morning.
Calling you
every morning, every morning, and oh man, and that's so crazy with the cups being here, with the Ace of Cups. Ooh, child.
Got a little latte action going.
A little latte.
Get your German latte on. Get your German latte. And remember, and I'm going to give you a trick so you can be, and this is for you, Divinely Guided. It's called Milch Cafe. Milch Cafe. Milch Cafe. So when you meet them, you can say, look, I know a little bit of German. Milch Cafe.
I ain't going to use my translator on my phone. I already know it.
Exactly. And then if he says something like, Ich habe ein großer Schwanz, that's a good one. You'll be happy.
That just sounds like some Patti LaBelle stuff.
It's actually, voulez-vous say? Exactly. Look up the word Schwanz, and you'll know exactly where I'm with that. I got to swirl with something.
Yes, it's gonna be a nice swirl, not just in that latte.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Definitely. Divinely got it. Shit.
She says, Angie, y'all know how I feel about love readings, but if they come true, oh baby, this is gonna come true. I'll take that.
Oh, I need to turn my little fan up, child. It just got hot in here. Out here.
Lord have mercy. So, yes, it is good. Safe trip, Divinely Guided. Also, safe trip to Linda, which is creating balance in JoJo's mom. Safe trip. She's in Buffalo now, and then she's flying again.
Yes, she is.
So safe trip to her too. We're wishing her a safe trip at her next level. And it's interesting because when we read for her last, I saw that return card, somebody returning into her life, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm going to visit somebody I haven't seen in 40 years." It was like so cool. So
she said on Monday she was visiting with her friend they've been friends for 50 years.
Yeah,
and I think that is amazing.
Absolutely. So it was kind of cool to see that and to hear that.
And then she said something about she was visiting her soulmate. I said, hold on. Now you didn't tell me all of that part. You adding that in.
Exactly.
But I love it.
Yes.
The whole family is amazing.
Absolutely.
JoJo, all of them. They are so amazing. Your energy is up there. And I want to know who the boo thing is for JoJo. Darn it.
Soon enough, we shall find out, right, Jojo?
Right?
Jojo's like, I'd like to know it too, by the way. It's like, Lord have mercy. And don't forget, if you are curious, if you want to explore, if you want to develop, if you want to grow your psychic abilities, again, I truly believe, and I've said it over and over again, you're probably tired of hearing it, everybody has it. Everybody's born with it. Sometimes we learn to suppress it, sometimes we learn to ignore it. But when you tap back into it, it comes through. So if you're curious and want to learn, a free class on Tuesday evenings, 6
Yes.
p.m. West Coast, 9 p.m. East Coast. We run for 2 hours. We visit a little bit at the beginning, and we talk about one or two things, to kind of a technique that you can use, and then we put that technique to use during our breakout sessions. And there is no judgment. You leave your negativity at the door, and when you come in, you open yourself up, and the energies will help you see that you do have the ability. So if you are curious, if you want to be involved, send me an email at, let me take this thing off of here so I can show the email because it's there.
Yeah.
The email be below my thing here. Send me an email to this email address, and I will then put you on the link, and you will receive a link on either Monday or Tuesday morning. And then you click on that link, and it'll bring you right into the class. Again, you cannot get in the class without the link. We do not work that way. It's not a private as in everybody's exclusive. It's not that. It's a private as in we create a small, safe environment. So we don't do it publicly like this. This is the time for you to feel comfortable to experiment, and again, leave the ego at the door and suspend disbelief and enjoy the time. So if you're interested, drop me an email and I will add you to the list for the class.
Divinely Goddess said, did you have any cards for her?
Did I have any cards for her? What? Now she's demanding. What?
Oh,
It's like, Don, do your damn job. Okay, I'll do my damn job.
look how fast he's shuffling too.
Exactly. She's got me worried now. I'm like, okay, she's gonna spank me or something.
Got him in trouble.
She's gonna give me the side eye. I know Tanisha. She's gonna purse those lips and give me the side eye, and I'm gonna be in trouble.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I heard you, Tanisha.
Right. Show us those cards.
Look at Angie. She puts the cards.
Remember, everyone, I know everyone remembered when Don said, oh yeah, here's the cards right here. And then they was like, no, Don, it's the, the cards.
I won't forget that one. That was so funny.
That was hilarious. We was just talking about it last night. Like, oh yeah, I'll show you the cards.
Yes. Tanisha, I am your father.
Oh, that's Star Wars, child.
Exactly.
Oh, Luke. That's Skywalker.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
You got it.
Tanisha has become one of Ed and I's adopted children, that's for sure. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. We're almost there. Lord.
You clean that room yet? You ain't going outside until you clean that room.
Yeah, you do call me Papa Don, that's for sure. Well, you got that light skin from somewhere. Come on. What can I say? Lord have mercy. Just, who's your daddy?
Absolutely. So they should never tell me about the DNA.
Two of Swords, loving it, followed by that Eight of Cups. Again, this is that journey you've been on. You're headed in the right direction. You're still moving forward with that. The Two of Swords is here again. It's like again, you're moving towards something. What is that something? That something is a new way of thinking, a new way of enlightening. Let's see what else we have here. An Ace of Swords. Again, that new beginning, which is wonderful. That new beginning. And that makes sense, again, because you've been on that journey. You're looking for something new. You're looking for something awakening. You're looking for this to happen. Let's see. Oh, look at this. Change is a coming. Change is a coming.
Look at that tower card. That's absolutely a bomb tower card.
Isn't it? Isn't that cool? I mean, it's like very, very cool. Very cool. So yes, the change is coming. And look at this. Be patient. Be patient. Again, it will work out. These colors are amazing on this card.
They are.
They are just vibrant and beautiful. I love this deck. It's called the Gilded Tarot deck. And then there's Knight of Wands. There's that man. There's that man coming in riding on the horse. Riding on the horse, or does he is a horse? I don't know. Ein großer Schwanz, you know what I mean?
Giddy up.
And he's hanging. I'll leave it there.
Oh! Well, Tanisha, that
I'll
was
keep
for
that
you.
PG. A hanged man. I'm sorry, not a hung man, a hanged man. My bad.
No, he was right. He was right when he said it. Said it right the third time.
Absolutely.
That German man.
Absolutely. And it's going to bring you to a place of reflection, a place where you're going to embrace all that you have become. You're going to embrace all that you are and will be. I love it. I love it. I love it. And look at this. Again, a new beginning, a new job, a new opportunity. This whole thing is going to take you to a new place where you're going to be taking your own business and starting it and building from that. And that is a wonderful, wonderful thing. So get ready and enjoy. Tanisha said, I did put there that he needed to be hung.
Well, he said it right.
What that is, huh? Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
Yes. I was trying to do the long.
Something like that.
Strong and long.
Affirm wellness. Reading tarot is not difficult as it seems, especially because you have the one gift, you have the one benefit, and that is your tuition. Your abilities are already popping. So to learn tarot is just to learn to be able to start a conversation. The good part is once you start the conversation, your intuition comes in, and that's where, again, you are ahead of the class in that regard. I just posted, by the way, to Sonoran Mystic Tarot on Facebook. I posted a quick reference cheat sheet for those folks who are learning tarot and are worried about how to get the numbers and so forth. This is a quick cheat sheet that kind of gives you that if you're in the 4s, you're in the 5s, you're in the 6s, what generally speaking the energy around those numbers are, and then the suits themselves. And so it kind of helps to give you some guidance as you learn each individual card. You do not need to learn the cards individually to get going to practice. If you learn that cheat sheet and you figure out how to use that, over time you can learn the individual cards more and go in depth. But at least it gets you going, because if you don't get going, if you don't start, you won't go anywhere. You got to start. And so the cheat sheet helps you to get started. And if you're looking for people to experiment on, there are tons out there. And I'm sure there are even people on here who would gladly put their hand up and say, hey, you can do reading for me. Because when you want to practice, believe me, there's tons of people who want readings. So anyway, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind and affirm, yes, it can happen. So again, go to Sonoran Mystic Tarot on Facebook. It's a post that I posted there, and you'll see the thing that tells you. It's called the quick reference is what I called it, because I don't like using the word cheat sheet because it kind of implies that you're cheating. You're not cheating. It's a quick reference as it's like a trigger, because sometimes if you trigger a word, all of a sudden more comes out and you remember, oh, that's what that card's about, and it makes sense. So with that, that's what that's about. I think we're pretty much done then, Miss Shawna. I think we are done for the day.
Oh yeah. What Yuka said. Nowadays, I love Oracle more than tarot. I find oracles are more spiritual. They are. I like tarot because of the detail. I do love oracles. That's probably the most I do have is oracle cards. But I love tarot cards even more. It's like I was a little scared of the tarot cards because it can be overwhelming a lot of times because it's a lot of information. It's detail. So, oh yeah, are we supposed to do a long way up? A long way up was the last one.
Say what?
A long way up was the last on the list.
Yeah, but they weren't here. Are they here? Are they here now?
Yeah. Oh, you had called them out. Here you go now.
Yeah. So yeah, you were up a long way. We can go ahead and do you if Sean is up for it. I'm up for it.
Yeah.
And can you print the cheat sheet? I posted it on the lines. Jojo, do you want me to? Are you asking if I can put it somewhere here? I don't know if I can.
Can you email it to her?
Oh, I can email it. Absolutely. Yeah.
Oracle too flowery to me. I like the tarot. Quick. I got you.
For me, the oracle cards, it's interesting because people see oracle cards differently and they read them as oracle cards. But often for me, the oracle cards, because they'll say, okay, pull out one card, and that works for them because of the way they read. But when I see my oracle cards, they tell me the story like tarot does, and so I'll take 3 or 4 because
Yep.
to me they sing just like a tarot deck would. And again, it's just because my relationship with my deck. Everybody's relationship with their deck is different, and therefore it delivers in different ways to everybody, and that's what makes the cards so wonderful. Is that you can have a mass-produced deck of cards, but that mass-produced deck of cards will not give you anything more than you have inside you to give. It really does work. It does indeed. So
The oracle cards I read sometimes, like Monday, I had no tarot cards. It was all oracle cards, and I read them like just like Spirit just wants. It was like with the direct messages, no messing around. It was just direct messages, and I read it just like if I was doing a tarot cards.
Trying to see if there's a way. Go ahead.
Oh, you can put it up there.
Yeah, I was seeing I thought I saw something in one of these things where I could do that. I could post something like that, but I don't see it. So while I tinker with that, what do you have for a long way up? I think she said she wants a career.
Nothing, because I did not do nothing.
What?
It's a career, right? Okay, it's a career.
I think that's what she said. Yeah. This is for you, a long way up. So listen up.
Listen up, long way up.
Exactly. That's a lot of upping. That's a lot of upping.
A lot of up. A lot of up. All right. We got the 5 of Cups here. The 5 of Cups. I appreciate when the 5 of Cups comes up because it represents freedom. Okay. Freedom of whatever it is that you're doing now. What happens is it's like you're focused on the spilt ones and not even paying attention to the 2 cups behind you, and those Spirit wants you to focus on. It could be opportunities, especially when it comes to while we are talking, we're talking about your career here. It could be past experiences with your previous jobs, or maybe at the job that you are at now, and you feel like this is it. There's, like, what is there better for me? And there is something better for you. I don't know if you had put in applications or sent your resume out to others or to other companies, but I feel like these, it's like 2 of them. I see 2 that you need to be focusing on instead of the ones that you have put your sent your resumes and knew that job wasn't really for you, but you was just doing it because that position was just open anyway. I feel like you need to go back and do some self-reflection with the Hermit card. Really look at how what it is that you really, really want and truly want to do. What really makes you happy, and show your skills. I feel like this is a time where you need to, sit back and ground yourself. And where you go?
I'm here. Are you here?
Yeah, it just went at the.
I was trying to share the document. Didn't mean to disturb. Sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. I was just like, wait, did I go out? When it comes to really tapping back into what you absolutely want to do, what it is that you what you love to do, what is going to bring you that happiness, as well as those coins. Not doing something just because, you know what I mean? I feel like this is your energy right here, the Queen of Swords. This is you maturing. This is you thinking smarter and not harder. It is in that space where you can overcome your obstacles, and you know how to you know what those answers are already. I feel like you just need to tap into that as well. You have the Knight of Pentacles here. And the Knight of Pentacles speaks with that energy of there's an offer coming to you for money, for abundance, for a financial abundance at that. So I feel like once you figure it out, what it is that you absolutely love to do, maybe it is 2 jobs here that or two positions that you have put in, and this is actually what's going to make you happy. This is going to bring that offer in to you for that. You have the 3 of Pentacles here. So I feel like this is going to be you're going to be working with someone that is going to help you with your skills. It's going to be someone that is going to help elevate you when it comes to your career. I feel like this is going to further you and master, or even new skills coming through for you. I don't know if this may be taking some classes to up your skill level, or this could be working with someone that's in a higher position, that the position that you want to be in, or in that field, in that industry, and you working with that person and they help guiding you into that you love, absolutely love and want to do, truly want to do. But this is an opportunity for things for you to work smarter, not harder type of things, because you just over it. This could be the past jobs that you have had, and now you are ready to take on something that's so much bigger and better for you, that is fulfilling. And you will get a job offer. You will have an offer that will come your way, that will allow you to up your skills. Worry is a waste of emotions. So don't worry about how this process is going to happen. Stay focused on checking your goals off, and your path, what it is that you absolutely love to do, and give without expectation. Okay, these are wise words from your guides, speaking with that energy of keep giving yourself in a way that is beneficial for you when it comes to you working. And don't worry of how the process is going to happen. These opportunities are already here for you. It's just you're not focused on that. You focus on literally the past, or spilt milk, or what it was at that other job, and not focusing on the newness that's coming in for you, my love. So this is good. I mean, at the last of this, a job offer and working with someone in your industry that's going to help you make more money, honey, that's good.
Heck yeah, take it when you can.
Right, especially when that opportunity comes up. So that opportunity is here. This is an opportunity for you to work smarter, not harder, my love. Hello, beautiful Airy goddess. Honey, you late today.
Yes. And for those of you who asked me to pop it up on the screen, I figured out how to do it. So I'm going to go back to what was happening while Shawna was talking, and I unfortunately distracted her. But I'm going to pop up the image so you can see it. But this is the same image that is on the Facebook website. If you go to Facebook under Sonoran Mystic Tarot, you will find this same document. And again, it is what I call a quick reference. I try to avoid the word cheat sheet. And I returned. If I let's see, here we go. There we go. And let me when you can go, you can see this is what it looks like. But more importantly, it breaks it down. So like aces, when you see aces in tarot, if you're drawing a blank, then one of the key words is new ideas or concepts. So aces are newness. Aces are beginnings. They're new beginnings. They're a start of something. They can be a new, depending on the suit that you have. And the suits are down here because again, the suits will break out more specifically in what you're thinking. But so like if you have an ace of whatever, like if you ace of cups, then it's something new, a new emotion, a new feeling, a new whatever. And so you're feeling a newness coming and so forth. In the twos are decisions and choices. With the twos, it's again like a 2 of cups. It's like a new relationship or a new beginning of something, or something that's aligned with your path. Or you have the 2 of wands. And so you're planning, you're starting to do something. So again, decisions, you're putting decisions into place. 3 is creativity, and it's also starting and get moving. It's a process. 4 is stability. You have the 4 wands. The 4 wands are stability and celebration of that stability. 4 of cups, you have stability, but a gift is coming from the universe to shake things up because you're getting a little bored. 5 is change. 5, you see, 5 of wands, you have that fighting. 5 of swords, you've dropped the swords and no longer are fighting, and now you're having to get over some sore feelings. Again, fives are like the most uncomfortable group, because again, there's a lot of activity, a lot of change, a lot of whatever. 6 is like, okay, we survived the change. Now we're persevering. The 6 of swords specifically, you're on a boat. You have the swords in front of you. You have your child there. You have your spouse, and you're headed toward a destination. But you've come through these battles, and so again, this perseverance. 7's experience, and so when you see the 7 card, that rings through. 8 are obstacles and barriers. 8's like the cups. 8 of cups is a person you've been through this journey for a long time. We saw that card today, by the way, and we saw that with Tanisha. Again, you've been persevering, pushing through, and again, you're going through this thing, and it's a journey. But again, you've hit the obstacles, you move through. The 8 of swords is an ominous card, because you have those. You look to the left, there's swords. Look to the right, there's swords, and you're blinded and you don't know which way to go. Then the 9 is progression or milestones. And the 9 is really one of those cards where you stop and you think, and I can see I just aligned one thing wrong on the 10s. I'll fix it though, but it's kind of like out there. But anyway, the 9s are the 9s are stop and take notice, take an inventory. It's like, take a pause and review what you're doing and where you want to go, because 10 is the conclusion, the end of a cycle. And if you see that, it says there, completion and end of cycles. And most times when you're getting a tarot reading, you will see 10s and aces, because again, 10s bring closure and aces bring new. So when you close one cycle, a new cycle begins. Also, when you see 10s, you'll often see 9s and 10s, you'll often see tower cards and death card, because the tower card and death card are change cards. They're telling you change is coming. And so that would make sense, because when you're closing off a cycle, that tells you that the cycle is coming to an end, and then you're getting something new. So don't be surprised if you see aces and tower card and death card and 10s in the same reading, because again, you're bringing closure to something, you're starting something new. And then the page is news, and it's new path. So a lot of times our new energy, or it's a childish energy or a playful energy, depending on how you see it. And then you have the knights, which is most of the time movement forward. They're all on horses. They're all moving in different ways. The sword on the Knight of Swords is a hard charging, not thinking, just rolling right into it kind of energy. And then you have that Knight of Cups, and he is more thorough thinking and more determined. And each of them have a different posture, and so each of them tell you a different story. And then you have the Queen, and every queen, no matter which one it is patience. Patience is the key to that. So you have the patience with money when you see the Queen of Pentacles. You have the patience with the sword, and that is what I call the bitchy queen. That's the queen will take charge and will cut you and will not even think twice. And that's and you get that. That tells you a strong, determined personality. That tells you a take charge kind of person. And when you see queens and you see kings, they are not gender specific. They are an energy specific. And so remember that unless you're looking for something specific and you're asking a question about a type of person or a person specific, then it means their gender. Otherwise, it's not. It's an energy. And so that queen is the king with patience. That's the thing, is the queen is usually the king with patience. And that's the key to those. And then the king is always knowledge. It means that you have reached a certain level, that you are in charge, you're in command, you're in control. If you're a king of cups, then you are somebody who's in control of your emotions. Man, you have come through it. You are take charge now. If you are a king of swords, you are a good businessman. You are a good businesswoman. You are a good business person. However, generally speaking, the king of swords and the king of wands can be very much similar. But the king of king of wands is more of a passionate person. The king of swords is not passionate at all. They are like all about the Benjamins, all about the dollars. And then also with the king of swords, they can grow a business and they can develop a business, but the king of wands is the entrepreneur. That's the person who can make a business, start a business, create a business, and grow it. And so often you'll see the king of wands is somebody who is that entrepreneur, somebody who's created their own business. A king of swords is somebody who has stepped into the role of leadership, but is not truly somebody who can build a business. They can just grow it. They're good. They're not good at starting it, but they're good at growing it. In other words, like an ideal guy. They're great with ideas. They're not necessarily the person that can put them into play. And so that's a play on those two things. And then underneath that, you have the suits themselves. And so when you see the cups pop up, you're talking about emotions, you're talking about feelings, you're talking about love and hate and lust and all those things, all the things that make you kind of want to get a shower. Well, that's the cups.
Yep.
And then the pentacles, again, money, and it's about physical. It's about what is the here and now. Swords, it's thoughts, it's logic, it's reasoning. It's helping you to understand a different way of thinking, a way of approaching a topic, a way of approaching a subject. And so when you see that swords pop out, you're going through this process in your mind about, okay, what do I need to learn about this process? What do I need to learn about this situation? And again, it's a new way of it's a thinking thing, but it's about thoughts, reasoning, and logic. It is no emotions. Emotions do not come in the swords, not at all. And then the wands is usually a few things. Wands is about spirit. It's about etherealness. It's about entrepreneurship. Remember I mentioned about the king and how he is entrepreneurial. And it's about work. When you see wands pop up a lot, usually it's about work or you need to work on something. But again, it's work, work, work. And so an ace of wands, a new job, a new beginning, a new potential, a new opportunity. You know, the six of wands, the seven of wands. Again, wands, eight of wands. Lots of things happening at work. Lots of stuff happening at work. Eights are crazy busy. Nines are bringing it together, and tens are like, I've laid it to rest, which is nice. I'm ending this struggle. So again, wands are work. That's a quick sheet. If you want it and you need to print it out or something, go to Sonoran Mystic Tarot on Facebook, and you'll see the same sheet printed. And I will tweak that alignment because I didn't realize it was a mess there. My typing is not always the best. Anyway, but I'll fix that. But check it out and use that sheet. And again, it is not taking the place of learning. Because all it does is it allows you to get a foothold to start. And as you are learning, you start studying individually as well. And then they'll make more sense and they'll fall into place easier. But most importantly is this connection to spirit, making sure this and this connection to spirit are working, because no matter what the cards say, eventually the cards will tell you just a key, and then the story will come to you because spirit's telling you what that means. So that's what makes a great reader. A good reader is somebody who knows the cards. A great reader is taking the cards and connecting it.
Yep.
And we are mere vessels. Everybody will tell you this. We're not amazing. We're not great. We're vessels. We are given the opportunity to share the information that we receive with you, but it is not our information. And Shawna will tell you that. Shawna and Angie are very much better at that too, because they'll say, I'm not telling you this. Spirit is telling me this.
Right.
And so
it's not things that I wanna say. It's like what I'm being pushed in what you need to hear. And I'm so quick to say, I don't tell you what you want to hear. I tell you what you need to hear. And then that's it. And because I get yelled at. And I ain't about to get yelled at by spirit, but that's not saying what I gotta, what they need to say to you a lot of times,
Absolutely. So with that said, hopefully that gave you some information, some direction. And if you have a chance, again, go to the website, the Facebook page, and look for that document. That document is great, and it will hold you in good stead. I do have a cheat sheet for the Major Arcana too, but the Major Arcana is pretty straightforward, but I can share that. But get that one down first, because that's important. If you're looking at doing tarot, if you're wanting to get it through, then look at that sheet. That sheet's important. Okay?
Hello, Serenity of Soul. Well, look, real quick.
Yes.
Don't base it off of, this is just basic information. At the end of the day, you have your own interpretation. You can have the same card. I will see it differently than Don will see it, because that's what you tapping into. Spirit could be speaking to you totally differently of seeing it differently. So this is a nice general information, but at the end of the day, this is you getting to know your deck. This is getting, you getting to know your vocabulary, because every vocabulary is different, but the interpretation can be the same, but you just interpret it differently. A lot of times I will see, and it's also dependent on the type of reading.
Absolutely.
When it comes to a love reading and a career reading, you're not going to read the same way that you see the ace. If the Ace of Pentacles comes up in the love reading, you're not going to see it the same way as it comes up in the career reading. You get what I'm saying? So, or the Empress card, or well, let me just go back to the Minor Arcana with the Two of the Two of Cups. In the career reading, it's going to say you're coming into a partnership and working with someone, but yet that is one of the basic. And in the love reading, this is you meeting someone. This is you coming together in a partnership, in a union, in that way. So it can be differently and it can be confusing. So don't get wrapped up. I'm telling you, if you got a analytical type of mind, do not get wrapped up in the definition of what that card is, because each reading is totally different.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And
one
this
other,
is something that you learn over time with practice.
yep,
Trust and believe. I had a cheat sheet, and that was the first thing. When I first went live, my cheat sheet was right beside it, and I was so wrapped up on getting the definition right, I was losing sight of the reading itself all the way. So this is just, and then I wasn't trusting my feelings. I wasn't trusting how spirit was guiding me. I was just going off of what this piece of paper said, this and that and whatever. It was great to learn this and great to have a good start, but the rest is all about how you feel with it. And I can speak with that, and I can say that as a testimony of learning the cards and understanding it. And I had to interpret it my way so I could voice it out the way that I felt like someone would understand, because it would resonate with someone. I promise you.
absolutely, absolutely. And I would tell you another example of that. What Sean was talking about is that with my Five of Pentacles. If you ask anybody, most people will not tell you. But for me, when I see Five of Pentacles in specific readings, it means somebody's returning. You're returning. Somebody's returning into life.
And I didn't see that until you broke that. I'm like, oh wow, I see it totally different, because Five of Pentacles will tell you it's a loss. It's a financial loss at that. But then it could be someone new coming in, or someone from the past coming in, or someone from the past bringing someone new coming in. So it can be so many different things.
Exactly.
You know?
And then for me, the swords, the Five of Swords, they drop the swords, the battle's over. But the one thing about the Five of Swords that comes through quite often is that there were words exchanged that were very painful, and there is a healing process. And so often when I'm getting that, if I get certain cards around it, it's like, let things rest. Don't push. Just let it rest, because there's a healing to be done. And once the healing's done, then you can push forward. And that is not in any reading. You'll not find it anywhere. But again, it's for that card, it yells to me, and it's part of now my vocabulary for that card. And that's what you have as you develop your senses with your cards and your relationship with your cards. You will find meanings. You will see something in that card that triggers something in you that another reader will not, because it's not part of their experience. And it's because they see the card in a very different way. And that's because you connect to your cards. And that's why we also don't use a lot of different decks. We're not changing decks every week, because guess what? That relationship with that deck is paramount. If you do not have a relationship with your deck, and you are just somebody who's throwing cards around, you will not get the readings that hopefully people can use. You may, but again, I just don't think that's the case. I have seen over and over again, that again, it's that connection between you, spirit, and the deck. That simple.
My favorite one that y'all always will see me is either the Tarot of the Divine deck or the Modern Witch Tarot deck. And I connected with this deck. I had a little small deck, and then I was blessed with this big old deck, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love it, because my homegirl's on the front, and that's how I used to wear my hair. So, I was with it. Even with the Five of Wands, the Five of Wands speak with competition, right? And in a lot of cases, it can mean inner conflict, or your spirit's fighting for you, or someone is in the midst. It can mean so many things. You know what I mean? So that piece of paper is cool to have and have as a nice guide, but don't get stuck on it. Please don't get stuck on it.
Yep. It's
make your own list. Yeah, make your own interpretation of that card. What does the Ace of Wands say to you? What does the Two of Wands say to you? Do a little exercise with that, and that way you get to know and understand your decks. You know what I mean?
Fire Barney said, "Thank you, Linda." Linda said, you have a gift, and we are blessed to have your guidance. We love and appreciate you all. Yeah, thank you so much. And then
Thank you, Linda.
Fiery Barney says, "I have only read tarot for a few months, and I read intuitively because the base meanings are too much to remember. And everyone says my readings resonate so far." Again, that makes sense because again, you connect the spirit's guiding you. They're giving you the message. The cards are merely a vehicle to use. And you're right. My favorite decks are Thoth, the Tattoo deck, and Tarot of Light and Shadow.
I was wondering about that tattoo deck. I was looking at that tattoo deck, and I'm like, gosh, that thing is so beautiful. How the colors are and everything. Mm-hmm. It's just when we go into Barnes and Nobles or Books A Million, anything like that, and then we found a metaphysical store, I go in there, Kenny, like, damn. I'm like, give me 15 minutes, give me 20 minutes, please. And I'm like, ooh, no. Oh, babe, you see this? Is that the deck you're getting? Let's get one deck and then let's go.
It's like a father. You get one toy this week. What? Only one toy.
What? And it's 1:11 at that. Is it 11:11 your time? No,
10:11.
10:11. Okay.
Yeah. 10:11 here.
Well, look at that progression.
There you go.
What intuition is that? Yeah.
Sometimes this road feels like too much responsibility, but it's also awesome. You know, the one thing though that I will tell you, Fiery Barney, is there are times. Most of the times, if you're comfortable with what you're reading, you don't feel responsibility because you're like, you know, this again, it's coming through. But there are times where I get a message and I'm uncomfortable with where it's taking the conversation in a public setting. And sometimes even in a private setting. And so those are times where I really start feeling comfortable because I'm having to really pick and choose my words. Mm-hmm. And sometimes the good thing is the lady sitting to my right on your screen, my left on my screen, both her and Angie, they will pick up on that. And then they'll try to find the words that can fill it in to make it so where we can test the waters if the person on the other side is comfortable. And I'll tell you very clearly, there was a gentleman that came in a few weeks ago. And he came in and was talking to me and he wanted to deliver a specific message. And that message, I was not delivering the whole message because that was not made for public consumption. So I had to talk to the woman in which he was coming in to speak with her on and communicate with her in a way to let her know that she needed to have a conversation. And I'm not giving I don't want to get further but the point is have the conversation because that conversation was much needed. And there was a lot more going on, but I was not ready. And he kept pushing me. And I'm like, damn, spirit, back the hell off because I'm not going there. I can't go that far because what he was telling me was very disturbing and very uncomfortable, not for me, but uncomfortable knowing that I know this now. And I've got to convince this person, not because of what we know, because they don't know this, but from their point of view, what they should reach out and have a conversation. And I'm always curious. I'm hoping that eventually that person will come back and say, I had that conversation because
I know
that's when you're in a rough spot because again, you don't want to lay something at someone's feet in a way that can really shake them. But at the same time, they need to be awakened, but not shaken. That's when it's rough. That's when
I like shaking you in a positive way.
Exactly.
But for negative or for awareness, I don't even say negative. I just say awareness. Okay. It is just, I don't want to do this. You know, it's like you're getting pushed to, say it. I don't wanna, I can't, you know what I mean? Like, and then when you put it out there, you feel so bad because of the information that spirit was, trying to relay to them. And you're like, damn, I'm sorry that I had to tell you it this way. You get what I'm saying? And it sucks, but it's like you needed to hear this.
Yes.
And sometimes, who are we to say what's bad or good? And we're just a vessel. And so those are the times where we juggling of, should we say it or should we not? Or should we go private or should we, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So
you have to walk in their shoes for a few seconds and figure out, okay, to what extent should I go there? And then
Yes.
but that's a judgment call, and we make it a lot. But one other thing
Yeah.
that's interesting is you're mentioning about spirits and forcing you, and sometimes how it's frustrating. There are times where, and this is also a time, this is something that is it hit home not so long ago, in my opinion. There are times where you as a reader, if you are not prepared, if you haven't sat down, if you haven't grounded yourself, if you haven't connected to earth and allowed your life and your experience in that moment to go away while you're reading, and you bring that into your reading, it can alter an entire reading for somebody else. And so it's
Hell
interesting
yeah.
you mentioned that, because I work hard before I come online to make sure that I'm not bringing my baggage to this, because that needs to stay there. Now we talk
Yep.
about our experiences and joke about it and stuff, but again, our the experiences that are going on, we block those when we walk in here. Shawna does her meditation thing. I do mine.
Yep.
So when we walk on here, I'm not bringing that with me. But there are times, if you try that and still it comes with you, and you start reading, you're realizing, wait a minute, I'm getting the same vibe continuously. You're bringing something in. And as a reader, that's when you say, I'm sorry. I know I committed to you do a reading today. I'm not there. I can't do it. And you're not, and some people may think you're spacey or freaky or whatever. The point is if you can't give a good reading, don't do it. Don't do it. I don't care if you have an appointment. I don't care if they've waited 3 months. I don't give a damn. If you are bringing your baggage into a reading, if you are bringing your energy into a reading, you are not giving a good reading, and you should not be doing a reading on that day, or at least at that hour. Walk away, do something, come back in an hour. Get some coffee or get something maybe some water, because again, hydration will do some things. But if you bring your mess into a reading, you can alter other people's thinking, and that's not good. It's not good.
Right. I totally get you. If I'm not up to it, or I can feel, because it's that connection. If I'm getting a reading from someone and that connection is off, I'm like, can we reschedule, or something will pop up, and I'm like, thank you, Spirit, because that was going to be a terrible reading, because it wasn't going to be for me. If I'm asking for the reading, and if that person is going through something, I don't want that energy in, and vice versa. I don't want to if I'm going through something and someone is wanting a reading for me, I can't bring that in. I cannot. And I will tell you, like, look, I'm a little off right now, and I got to figure out how to ground myself. Hence why I've taken walks before we go live, like get up super early in the morning. And that's part of my meditation. And just to get my juices going and all of that good stuff. And now I make sure I'm eating beforehand. And so I won't feel depleted with the amount of energy that comes through, but I protect myself, child. I got crystals all over the way, and I sage, and I do all of that to make sure I am just a clear channel, and there's nothing in interference with that. Even when we have the little trolls that come up, I laugh at them, child, because I might give you a good reading before you get blocked, but I don't know if you really want it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But other than that, this is all about having, a good time and us coming together as a community, because it's so many attacks on our community. It's like you just don't know. And a lot of people just give up and be like, well, whatever. And so Star says all the naked trolls. I know Monday, it was a bunch of naked trolls.
I saw them on yours. Yep.
Oh my gosh. I was like, I'm not about that poor life. I don't knock you, but you better stay over. I don't want no cooties over here.
Yeah, I saw
not
those.
The cooties that I want.
I was hitting report.
I did the same thing, and still they kept popping up. But it's all about having a good time, and it's about giving people insight and giving people clarity, and whatever that you need. We are here to help and deliver messages. And some people don't like it, and some people love it, and that's just where it's at.
And Fire Barney, when you said about to make some people think we are fake. The reality is again, when you read, like you said, that's what I'm nervous those times as a novice, because I know it can make some people think we are fakes. The point is you got to get over that part and stop worrying what people think. The reality is, if they come to your doorstep, they must be giving you some credibility, and then you have to just do your job. And if you do what comes to you, if you convey the message in a way that you're being told and you are honest and forthright, people, it'll connect, and you don't have to worry about what people say, because again, if you spend too much time wondering what they're saying, you're not doing enough talking to your spirit, because your spirit needs to be number one. Your ego, when you're doing a reading, your ego needs to be gone. Lord knows I've made mistakes. I've been wrong. Absolutely. And I've been wrong. And I'm like, okay, well, the energy's not for you. Last week, there was a woman specific, I'm reading for her, and she's like, nope, I'm in a terrible place. I was saying, no, you're in a great place right now. I'm feeling this and this. And she's like, no, I'm in a terrible place. It's not good. And I'm like, oh, then this is not for you, because what I'm getting is something very different, and come to find out it was like a reading later, but it was one of those things. And so, yeah, we make mistakes, but the reality is that you put it out there and you get your ego out of the way. You let spirit talk to you, and spirit will prove you right more often than not. Absolutely. Yeah. So, and then somebody else had mentioned one other thing. Listless came on. She said that she just had her meeting. Hopefully it went well with you, Listless. So hopefully the meeting went well.
Yeah.
So, you have to give us an update on general update if it went good or not.
Absolutely.
So, when
it comes to that wrong information, I feel like it's not wrong. It's wrong at that time. Okay. If whatever we receive is what we receive. Now it could be future. We don't know, and I don't go too much in detail of time, of when and how and when and where, I just don't go into that, because you can be so wrapped up in that, and it will throw you all the way. Well, you said in 2 months that this is going to happen. Well, I didn't say this year. Did I say this year? In 2 months or 2 weeks. So when people put time on, I feel like you're putting pressure on spirit to perform for you, of not of being so demanding, when you should let things flow like how they should, because other things got to go into place for you, for your manifestation to happen. You get what I'm saying? Because other people got to get right too. It's not just you involved with your manifestation. There's other people that's involved, or other things that's involved as well for your manifestation.
Well, Barney, one other question. One other thing you said there is you believe tarot can't help you see beyond 2 years. Again, tarot is not your limitation. Your spirit, for me, spirit tells me and projects, and so the tarot card does not limit me, or does it? It doesn't limit, and it doesn't take me to boundaries. What it does, again, is just a tool. And so spirit has seen things from in the distance for me, and they've seen years out, and of course you never know until the years come. But I've been doing this a long time, and so I have people that come to me and say, guess what, you told me this, and I'm thinking, okay, because I don't remember most. And so they'll come back and say, you told me this last year, and I didn't even think about it, and now it's happened, and you told me it would happen this time frame. I can see distances, and that's just because spirit allows that opportunity. But again, it's not me, it's not the tarot. The limitation is just you and your connection with spirit. Again, I keep going back to that. The cards are merely a tool.
It's a tool.
Nothing more than a tool.
And sometimes spirit will give you a time, because it's a time that they want to tell you, things of when. But I don't force it. You know what I mean? I don't. I'm like, when we have questions that come in, like, so when am I going to meet my in the summertime? Okay, I don't know what that means. Well, whatever. But a lot of times you can see that in the cards, because you might have the sun card and everything's just so bright, and automatically that's the summertime or springtime or however it may be. But it's like, well, what day? What time? When? If you don't let this work and let it just be organically, then you just you're doing too much. Yep. You know what I mean? And you're trying to force something to happen that is probably not meant to happen right now, because you might not be in a good space for it to happen.
Yep. Or there's those times where if you give, like there for a while, I was actually giving specifics about the name and what the person looked like and whatever. And then they would come back and say, I went looking for this person. I'm like, that's not what I intended. What I intended is when they come into your life, don't be surprised if they fit this profile. And so I realized that, okay, I've got to be careful with that, because people going out, are you John? If you are, I need to meet you. Like, no, you were not.
Right. What's your name?
Go find John. I'm saying when John comes in, John, it will be John, but it's like,
you look like the one that they talked about. Who talked about me? I'm like, I don't know you, lady. I don't know you, man. What the hell?
Exactly. Security. We got one here. Can
you come get this crazy person?
Exactly. It's like, Lord have mercy. Angie says, I hate giving names.
If a name pops up, I'm with you, Angie. If a name pops up, I will say the name. And that's just where it's at. But I'm not going to be like, the person that you're going to marry is named Devontae, last name Johnson. Now, how the hell, you know what I mean? Like, come on. But, you got some readers that's so in tune with that, more power to you. But I just feel lost hope. You give so much information out to where things got to happen organically.
Yeah, I again, it goes back to, if you get information, use the information to as enlightenment. But again, don't try to force something, because if you try to force it, it's not going to work. And that's the sad part. So again, often when we give, and also when we give information, if anybody takes an information and is like, oh my God, I've got to act on this because otherwise I'm screwed. Well, you got a problem there too, because you should not be making life choices solely based on what someone on any screen will tell you.
No.
You and your spirit have to have a relationship as well. And if we say something, then ask through your own mind. It's like, does this make sense? Does this resonate with me? But more importantly, is this something that's part of my way of behaving, thinking, etc.? And then you and spirit will have that conversation. You won't need me. I'm if anything, we're connecting you. So you connect to your spirit, and then that conversation will go. So it's like, again, it's amazing. We can go on forever and ever, but the most important thing is, again, learning to open your mind, open your heart, whether you read cards or not, it doesn't matter. Open your mind, open your heart, listen to your spirit. And when you connect, your spirit will talk to you. Your spirit will confide in you, and your spirit will sometimes make life easier, because after you stop fighting spirit, it's amazing how it's like, okay, I can work with you.
Yes.
Because if you fight, sometimes we fight with them and we try to go the opposite way just to prove it's got to be opposite. And then it's like, no, you weren't listening, and I'm bringing you back.
Right.
You're gonna come back to zero, come back to zero, come back to zero.
Let me tell you, and just to sum it all up, we are here to guide you back to having a connection with spirit, to your higher self, because for some way, somehow, you have got off that path of having that connection, having that relationship with spirit. So we are here to help guide you back and having that connection to where a lot of times, a lot of the questions that you have, you can answer them yourself. You know what I mean? Because you develop that relationship with spirit, and you got that intimate, and y'all so tight that spirit is going to speak to you, and you just going to just come out and be like, oh, that was it? Okay, cool. But at the same time, we are here to help and give insight for ones that are lost and just off that path a little bit. We help bring you back onto your path. But at the end of the day, know this: there is free will.
Yep.
You could do whatever the hell you want to do. We are just here to be that channel.
Yep.
And I stress that. I say it all the time. We are just here to help guide you. And you could call us healers. You can call us all of that. But at the end of the day, we are helping you to heal yourself. We are helping you for you to develop your gifts. Mm-hmm. Everybody has gifts. We are just here to help you. And we were chosen to help you. Mm-hmm. And to bring this community back together. There's so many people that's lost out here. I was lost at one time. You know what I mean? And not understanding the process. But when things got when the dot was perfectly up under that I, and the T and that line was perfectly made, it made sense now. It wasn't a cricket dot. It wasn't a squirgly line across the T. It made sense. And
Yep.
to where I had to figure out how it makes sense for me. So I know what my purpose is, and my purpose is serving and helping others find their way back. All right, like that Beyonce song, "Find Your Way Back" on the new one, that the Lion King, the Lion King album, and I resonate with that song so badly, and so goodly, all at the same time, of finding your way back. It's you are. No, I can help put you on the path, but you got to want to be on that path. You got to want to take the yellow brick road. If not, then you can take all the other roads, and ain't nobody stopping you from that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And no one, now they might say, look, you take that road, you gonna have some tigers, some bears, and some flying monkeys coming at you. You take this road, you might have a little bit of obstacles, or little things that you got to jump over, but that's it. It's small compared to going down that other crazy ass road. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm summing it up.
Absolutely. The only caveat that I throw on top of all that I've said so far is that when I get a mediumship hit, when a spirit comes in and standing right beside me and making me on fire or making me freeze to death, and I know that this is truly a spirit beside me.
Yeah.
When they say something, take it for gospel, because they are coming in, they are breaking all of the norms that you would think. They're walking in, talking to a stranger to make sure that you get your message. And so the one caveat I would say is, if I'm talking with you and all of a sudden the spirit comes in and I can tell you who they are, I can explain clearly, so where I can verify in your head that that I'm talking to somebody, because what I'm telling you is not information other people would know, and especially strangers. And so it connects to you to the point that you are comfortable knowing I'm talking to them. Well, then if they give you a message, you need to listen to their message, because again, it's not my message, it's theirs. And that's the one time you can take that to church, you can take it to the bank, because it's gospel. And I can tell you over and over again, when I get a reading from a spirit that comes in, people, when they come back to me, they're like, oh, damn, I'm glad you did that. Because when you said that, this did happen, and this was what it was. That is the one time where you can take, in my opinion, you can take it to the bank, because it is not me. It is the person coming from the other side, and they found their way to make sure that you were on your side today, and they were. And that happened about, I think it was 2 weeks ago. A young lady had never seen us, never been on the line. And when she came on, all of a sudden, she had never been on, and she had missed the cutoff even. But her name was flashing, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm getting this. And I had to break tradition and talk to her specifically, because the person came in, and that person needed her to know this. And I did that. And I can tell you that when they did, she was in tears. She needed to know, she needed to go back to school. And this woman was here to tell her. The woman told me her name. She told me the woman, her kids, all this. I mean, I had all, and the girl was like, that's me. I'm like, hey, of course, yeah, that's because she's telling me it's you. And then connected to the university, and she even told me the major that the person was working on. I mean, it was that clear. And so when she knew indeed that I was talking to this person, and then I told her what she had promised on her deathbed, and she's like, yeah, that's me. So again, that's the one time I give you a caveat. You can, again, free will a lot of things, but if the spirit comes in, I'm telling you, take that to the bank, because spirit does talk to me, and it's them coming in. I don't invite them in; they come in, and they're always invited. But I mean, they come in, they find me, and they bring you to the screen on that day as well, because they're meant for you to hear the message, and that's the way they can connect to you. So that's the one time that I say I break the rule, and that if a spirit comes in, listen to me, because it's not me.
I feel the same way when I was live before we moved here, moved to this house at the other house. And on Monday, this lady wanted me to read for her. She had her question. And as soon as I saw her name, I saw energy go right beside me. So I look and I'm like, okay, I'm tripping. And then I felt like someone pushed me on my shoulder, and I'm like, okay, hold on before you question. Somebody is here and they want your attention, and it feels like a male because I feel like a heavy ass hand, and I'm just like, what in the world? And it was acknowledgement. It was her grandfather from her mom's side, and it was just amazing. She didn't have like a super strong relationship with him, but he wanted to know, like, he wanted to tell her, like, I'm around you all the freaking time. You need to know that you are protected and I have your back, even though we did not have that type of relationship. I am literally like a garden angel. And I'm just like, okay, I don't even know, because I couldn't. He wouldn't let me answer the damn question. So, so I was just like, okay, well, let me just. And that was like a first time in a very long time that happened.
Yes.
Because the other times that has happened is when we had those classes during COVID, doing with Tina. Yep, doing the mediumship there. And I was just like, okay, I'm tripping. And then sure enough, before all of that, I just had opened up my Akasha records, did the reading with myself, and it was like, get prepared for this mediumship. It's coming in, honey. And we're not stopping. And it's being shown over and over and over again. I'm like, okay, I got you. Daggone, y'all. I am here with it, and that's just where it's at. And I can't resist it no more. And I was just, because it was like, my ego, my pride was coming in. I was like, well, what you gonna, this darkness might come, and all of this and all that. Ain't no such thing of that. It's just where it's at. And then you are the one to help guide that into light and make it. And you are light. I'm just like, okay, now I got to trust myself. So it's going through internal, those struggles of saying, you know what, I do no longer want to feel like this. I want to work in this. I cannot work against this ever again, and doubt myself. So, yeah, I released that last night. I did the burn ceremony out here last night. And when I say I was done, it felt so good. It's just like that relief. And I was like, I haven't done one in so long, because of the energy that was over there. It was like a dark cloud. At the beginning, it wasn't. And then towards the end of us leaving, it was just a dark cloud. And our energies could not get it together. So we was hardly at the house. And then we got here. It was like, oh, my gosh. Yes. Love it. And now I'm more excited of anything, you know what I mean? I'm so excited to do a bunch of stuff that will, it's not just stuff, just be available and just to be working literally in my purpose and not be afraid of anything, because I know I got good backing, I got good support, I know I'm well protected, and it's so many good things that's coming up. So I'm super, super, super excited about, what this is taking me.
Absolutely. And it's interesting. Linda said, we were talking about the spirits and when they come in and whatever. And then Linda says, you proved it with my dad. My dad wasn't even during a reading. He just came to you. And it's true. I was driving to California and that's what
you called me and told me about.
Yeah. Driving to California, and my better half was there asleep, and I'm just in space, just like do. And this is in California. There's long distances where there's nothing. And this was one of those distances, there's nothing. And so I'm listening, and all of a sudden I hear something. I'm like, what the heck? And I shared that with Linda's daughter, because the voice was coming in specifically for the daughter. And at the one time, it was interesting because we know Linda because Linda has posted her name, but at the time, the daughter, the name didn't ring, and I'm like, I don't know this person. And then finally, the spirit was insistent, and he told me the screen name, and I'm like, oh, you mean her? So I'm trying to figure out how I can reach her to share that information with her, because it was Linda's daughter, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm thinking, oh, well, I need to share this then. It was crazy. Yeah. And so, sometimes they come in even when you're not looking, but when they come in, they do have a voice, they have a message, and it is real, and it's crazy. So Yeah, you're right,
Yeah.
Linda. It even when sometimes when I'm not even trying to, they come in and they're like, "You need to."
Man, man. And it's a lot of times where you have to tell them, look, I'm off. Damn it.
Yeah.
Y'all, you don't come at me while I'm asleep. Don't
Yes.
come in this room. Just stay where you at. I'll holler at you at when the office hours, 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock or whatever it is. But
Yep.
you know what I mean? And a lot of times we could be out. I'm gonna say this, and I know we gotta get. We was out one night, and we was at this cigar bar, so it was just like a little dark in there. And sure enough, I did a reading on a lady that was sitting across from me, and she was like, "Wait," I said, "Look, I don't know you." She was just like, I was like, I was just like, "Oh my gosh!" I was like, "This is not the tequila talking. I promise you." But this
She's
is
like, "Hi, I'm Shawna, the Long Island medium."
right. The Long Island, yeah. But I told her, I said, you're going through a phase in your life right now, and I just broke it all down. And she was just like, she looked at her friend, and she looked at me. She was like, "How would you know that?" And I was just like, "I don't know, but I wasn't expecting none of this. I tell you that. I'm smoking a cigar, and I'm being in here with all of it. And then, no, I wasn't expecting this." And it is just where it is. It's been a couple of times where I have read people just by little details that they have on. I'm a Virgo, so I see details all the way. It was another person, same thing. It was like some. She had her nails, and she had about two nails that had like the blood spill, like the droppings. And I was just like, "You going through some shit. I know that." I said, "You came out on top of it." And she was just like, "How would you know? You're into." I said, "Girl, I don't know. I don't even know who you are. Or this, I know him in this group, but I don't know you." And then she was just like, "Yeah." And I was just like, "Yeah, it seemed like you're going through a relationship, or you came out of a crazy ass bad relationship." And she was like, "Damn, can I get another drink?" I was like, I don't know. It was just, picking that up. And I'm just like, okay, all right. That kind of freaked me out. And then it was just on me for a minute of like, am I going to be reading people when we go out? Am I going to be, the Long Island medium for real? Grocery shopping and be like, "Man, excuse me. Your father is here." I'm like, no, I don't want to freak my own self out by getting eggs and shit.
Exactly. And Shawna, you know this story, but one of the first very vivid times, it didn't make any sense at all, but yet it was so real. I was waiting. I have an online Etsy store and an online eBay store, and so I sell things, and I have to go to the post office and dump the package. So I'm
Oh
standing there,
yeah.
in front of me there's a woman and her and a younger man, a little bit younger than she is, and they're standing there, and they're not talking to each other. They're just there, and she has a box in her hand. And then I looked at him, and he has a what looks like a sippy cup. That's what I keep calling a sippy cup. And I'm like, interesting. And I kept being drawn to this combination because he's standing there with his sippy cup, and he's a grown man, and she's there, and yet they're just kind of waiting patiently there in front of me. And I got my 6 feet distance because this is during COVID, and I'm drawn. I'm thinking, what is? And I'm thinking, oh no, we're in Arizona. And I think this was like November some frame, and it was still warm here. And I'm thinking, if he's got a sippy cup, do they have a kid in the car? Did they leave a kid in the damn car? And now my mind's worried about the sippy cup and the damn kid in the car and all this other stuff. And then the lady calls forward the woman, them to come up to the thing. And so I watch as the woman walks up, and she walks up in a very quiet, and like it was interesting, her cadence. Anyway, the point is she walked up. And I'm like, where's he go? Where'd he go? And he's nowhere to be found. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, he can only pass by me or one way or the other because there's no exits there. But yet he didn't. And I'm thinking, what the hell? Where did he go? And now I'm thinking, what? And so then I listened to her because, you're that close to the desk and you can't help it hear. And she's like, is this going to go whatever? And she says, well, what's the price difference? And they told her, and she says, no, for that, I think I'll do it. She said, I need to get this there because this was my grandchild's sippy cup, and her father, she just lost her father and my son, and I know she needs to have this. And I'm like, holy shit. what do I do with this? Excuse my French, but that's what I was like in my head, what the hell do I do? And I'm like, did I, what? Oh my God, this was him. He brought the mother to the post office to make sure she put that sippy cup in the mail. He was carrying it in his hand, but she had it in the box. And at the time I would never have guessed he was not there because he was physically there, but he wasn't at the same time. He passed. And so she was bringing the sippy cup for the child. And it was like, and then I'm like, what do I do with this? Oh my God, do I approach her? Well, she just said, we just lost him. And do I, and if I do it, and I didn't do anything, I'm like, I was stunned, and I'm thinking,
was crazy.
Wow, and it was very good,
and amazing at the same time.
It was, but it was one of those times where like, okay, I can't do that, I can't go there, and so I didn't. But and then some people are like, why didn't you do it? They would have liked it. I'm like, you don't know.
You don't know where some folks are at.
Absolutely, especially that soon. So yeah, it's crazy. So you never know when it comes in. But yes, we have a friend and mentor she's told her spirits. She has a spirit guide who is at the gate, a gatekeeper, and that gatekeeper allows spirits coming out. And that she told the gatekeeper, not in my bedroom, not after this hour, and she doesn't get bothered the entire night because. Yep, she's that's the way it is. So
I sure enough had a dream, and I believe my dad is the gatekeeper for me because he put out a suit, showed me this black and red suit. I mean, when I say something nice, because he's a suit man, and I was just like, Daddy, what you going with this suit on? And it was him getting prepared because I feel like he's gonna be my gatekeeper, or he's already my gatekeeper. Of bringing people in. It's like because he was super protective over me and won't let nobody or nothing mess with me, and I just felt like that. And you told me that, and to as confirmation, because I was just like, why did I dream him with the tie, with the suit? I mean, like he was just getting super clean. Like I have never seen him get this clean before, and he was like, well, maybe he's the gatekeeper. I'm like, oh, okay. So we definitely gonna be working together.
He's still watching after his girl. Absolutely.
Yes, I feel him. It's so crazy. A lot of times he uses Kenny. This one time in Kingman, back in Arizona, we go to the. I'm working with a client, and he comes back home with all these cupcakes and 2 pies. And I'm looking at him like, where the hell did you go? And so he went to this bakery, and it wasn't the type of cupcakes. It was the type of pie that he got, which was a pecan pie. And I said, you don't eat no pecan pie? I said, all right, Daddy. Thanks for showing up. There you go. And sure enough, that pie was bomb. That pie was bomb. That was a good pecan pie. It was Jan's Cupcakes in Kingman. I don't know if you ever got any cupcakes from her or bakery stuff.
So was it worth the extra hours at boot camp to work that off?
Every day we went to the gym. That morning I said, we getting up. You need meet me at the gym. Yeah.
Exactly. Got to do the work to clean it off at what you put it on.
Man.
So, it's interesting is my father is as much as I thought he would come through, I've yet to have him visit with me in a real substantial way. I've gotten information, but it's information for or about him, but I've not had him visit. And a lot of people are like, how is it that it doesn't come through? I'm like, because he doesn't want to, because I don't know why. You can't draw them in. That's the another thing is that people like, oh, you can just call on demand. No. When it's the same as when they were here. You can't just call them up and say, get here now. They're like, are you kidding me? I don't think so. They'll come in when they're ready, So when people, and absolutely.
Also, I feel like they are assigned to different people, that the people that actually really need them, they're going to go to them first. You know what I mean? Because, with my grandfather, I'm like, dang, my grandfather don't ever show up. Sometimes they might give like a little reference of, anytime you think of ice cream, he's around. I'm like, but why ain't he hollered at me? Why ain't he, talk to me? And he did at the beginning when he first had passed away. He was the one that will wake us up in the morning to go to school. And he would turn the light on, talking about. So my country people call me Shonda with the D.
Mhm.
Shonda, Courtney, get up. And that was it. That was the end of that. If you had to come back in again, that was going to be. So you had to get up on the first one. When he had passed away, I'm being a little lazy, knowing I got to get up for work and all of that. And I heard him and I saw him stand over there in the corner. I'm just like, I'm up. And I was like, I'm grown. What the hell? What? So after that, I didn't have too many more dealings with him because I know that it's not, he loved all the grandkids.
Yeah.
So it's not just, he knew that I was going to be fine.
Yep.
You know, I'm the oldest grandchild. So there was no problem with that when it came to me. A lot of times I just get like little references, but not like how your dad will come in. My grandpa was like, look, I'm over here. I got to be looking after, you know, the other kids because they little cray, so they need more attention than me. You know what I mean? But if I was to, I felt like if I really wanted to, I'm pretty sure he would show up. But I felt like it would be more of a force of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? I'm here. Yeah. What is it? What's wrong? I just want to say, well, I know. I'm going back over here. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's just, you know, just like that. So I feel like the reason why they don't show up like they do, even if you had that close relationship, is because they are with someone that actually needs them.
Exactly. Yep. And so whenever, it's interesting when I applaud any medium who can sit down one-on-one, set an appointment and have them visit, because again, calling someone in specifically, it's like, it's amazing. I don't know how they can control it. That's all. I
don't know neither. I feel like it's super, super amazing. You know.
Yep.
You know, everybody's different. Everybody's powerful at that. You know.
Yep. So. Well, with that said, we have just gone through a lot of topics. The interesting part is a lot of what we talked about is what we have dealt with in classes as well, and because these are the conversations, these are the things that help you understand and develop. Because if you, again, understanding the processes really goes a long way with helping you develop your skill set. So if you're interested, don't forget to sign up for that class. And on Tuesdays, Tuesday evenings, it's free. Again, it costs you nada. But most importantly, you will gain from it, I assure you. So send us an email message, and when you send the email message, I will then send you the link for Tuesday's class. Usually you get it a Monday or Tuesday at the latest, but there's been great energy there so far. So join us and enjoy that part. With that said, I think we're pretty much done, Shawna. We need to put a fork in it. Absolutely. And your birds have stopped singing. You scared them away or what?
No, they listened to the parents and said let the grown folks speak today. But they gonna come back around. I know they is.
Yes. They were chirping away.
It's a lot of people that's around here has bird baths and stuff like that, because it's now the temperature is up. Yeah. So because we're in high noon right now. So it's cool. Shucks.
Well, tell
Kenny Man we said, here. Oh, see, one just went by. They just not talking.
There you go. Tell the Kenny Man we said hello, and
I sure will.
Have a fantastic weekend.
You as well.
Yes.
Now we're getting everything settled. People are wanting to come, so I'm just
there. You go. There you go.
Right.
And tomorrow, by the way, is a big day at our house. Someone turns 18 tomorrow.
Yes, I will be. He has an iPhone, right? So I'm pretty sure Kenny going to FaceTime him.
Yes. So tomorrow is his birthday, 18 years old.
What y'all gonna do? Where y'all gonna take him?
Tonight we're going to Orange Sky, and we're taking we're taking 4 of his friends to Orange Sky, which is on the 27th floor, the top floor of the hotel casino.
Hawkins Stick Resort.
Yep, and the lookout from there, the view across the valley is amazing.
Yes.
And so that is his birthday dinner, and it's going to bankrupt us, but it's okay. He turns 18 once. What the hell? You know?
Yes.
But and their food is delicious. Their steaks are phenomenal. Everything is good. Their seafood is fresh. I'm loving it.
We gotta the next time we fly out, that's a place that we got to make reservations. It's just so hard to get reservations.
It is. We weren't sure we were going to be able to get them, so we made them well in advance. And then
Good.
then one or two people dropped in and out of the. It's like, okay, everybody, you need to commit because this is once we're in, we're in.
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah, and then on Wednesday is the day he walks down the aisle, not to get married, but to graduate.
No.
So our little man, the last one in the nest, is going to graduate on Wednesday. So you will not probably see me Wednesday evening because I will be. Oh, I will be in graduation. So I will.
Yeah, you be at graduation.
Yep, and it's the 8:00 our time is when it starts. It's a late.
Evening. You're not going to be.
Yeah, because you'll melt. People melt.
Yeah, then you got to take him out for that. So.
Yep.
Jeez Louise. He's going to be loving this week and next week.
Yeah, as much as he fuss about not wanting attention, he loves his attention. He just doesn't want to.
He loves some attention. What you talking about, child?
Oh my goodness! Absolutely,
Michael loves some attention.
Yes, he's a character. Anybody who've ever met him, he's something else. He's sometimes he tries to be hard to read. He tries to be an enigma, but sometimes it's too obvious. It's like, really.
When he around the right folks, he's gonna show you who he is, honey.
Absolutely. I'm trying to find a picture real quick because he's Let me find it.
Did he do his senior pictures and stuff?
He should have, but that's my boy.
See, yeah. Mm-hmm. Look at him with the haircut and all.
Yep, in his football outfit. So
yes,
that's the baby boy. Not a baby anymore, but he'll always be the baby boy. He's my baby boy.
Yes.
I got two of them, and I love them dearly. Both boys, but they both are very different in very many ways. And one just moved over by Shawna, so we're gonna.
Yes. So I gotta get up with my nephew and try to figure out what's going on.
Absolutely. So with that said, have a great weekend, Shawna. I will see you
as well.
If not hearing from you before the end of the weekend, I'll probably see you on Monday on tea time.
At tea time. I promise I have some tea time.
And I won't bot you, by the way. I won't bot you. I won't come in there and drive you crazy. But I will type, send new pics.
I know, right? Oh my gosh.
Oh Lord. It's not as though they did it one time. They did like 10 or 12. It's like, Lord, enough.
It was back to back to back.
I know. Oh, Lord, that was funny. Anyways, have a great one. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We will see you then. And don't forget, Angie and I, Angie and I won't be back Wednesday. Angie will be back Wednesday. And then Thursday, Shawna and I will be back. And then Monday, Shawna with tea time.
Yes.
With that said, we will see you all. Bye-bye. Take care, Shawna.